with him, and he's with us. So if you look at the jerseys you are wearing, we're saying entrepreneurship is in our DNA. It is equally in his DNA. With a high appreciation, let us welcome Nana Joe Mensah to give us some opening remarks.
Thank you, Stanley, and good morning to all of you. I'm really delighted to be here to spend some time with you, and my sole task here is to wish you well, give you some sort of encouragement as you track on this journey. But before I do that, let me salute the ideation team in front of me here. You know, collectively, the skill, knowledge, expertise, and experience that these people have is immense. And therefore, having them do this thing here, pro bono, for all of us over the period, is something that we shouldn't take lightly. You can go to school, spend years in school and everything, and the teaching and the coaching that you get from them, it's something that you just cannot find it at one place at any institution. So again, give your hands up for these people. I will share a couple of stories because I had the opportunity at breakfast to sit and eavesdrop when the ideation team were having their discussions about their observations, what they have seen, and where they want to take you to. And I was really touched, and I was having goosebumps. Say, in our vernacular, I say, I was seeing Achime. Because they really, really wanted to get you someplace. And I implore you to really pay attention to the feedback that they give you. Those of you that have heard me, speak at these events, I always talk about the fact that, and I quote Shakespeare all the time, it says you can only see your face by reflection. And reflection meaning what? It's feedback. So when they give you feedback, open up, embrace it, and take it on for the next step. Because whatever you did, that you might see it as being criticized or something, but please, don't ever look at it that way. Feedback, feedback, feedback. I spent most of my adult life in the US before coming here 15 years ago. And there was one mayor in New York City, Mayor Koch. And he walks the street all the time and he kept asking strangers, how am I doing? How am I doing? How am I doing? And people were just giving him an earful of things that were going. And he absorbed all of that to actually plan the next steps that he's going to take. He really flipped New York and make New York one of the best cities that you can find. So again, that's my first message to you. Please embrace the feedback that you get from the ideation team. They have a wealth of experience that if you imbibe that, it will help you on your journey. The second thing I want to tell you is that all of you should have been competitive in your life to get to this point. And I also got some feedback about what has transpired the past couple of days. The excitement of what people are observing and telling us that indeed we are on the right track and we are preparing ourselves for a better future. Future, have always been said, it's in the hands of the youth. And if we prepare you well, some of these things that you were hearing from the videos and all of that, talking about the fact that changing the narrative. When we started this journey back in 2016, that was the whole idea. We want to change the narrative. And changing the narrative, we started with the agri space. Getting the youth fully engaged in agriculture is going to change the narrative for our country and the continent as a whole. You are in a beautiful sector, agri. And the second message I also want to share with the story was that Yes, you go home and say, I'm in Agric, and maybe your parents are pushing you one way or the other. I'm going to share a personal story I've never shared. I have 2 kids. My daughter is the older one. And we spend thousands and thousands of dollars to send her to private school and to Ivy League school. We did the same thing for my son as well. When this young lady got to an Ivy League school, she comes back home and says, I'm going to be an actor. My wife almost flipped. He says, what do you mean? We're spending all this money for boarding school and Ivy League school, and we're going to do what? She and my wife were fighting for many years. My wife didn't want to hear anything. She says, you're going to be a lawyer. That's all I want to know. You're going to be a lawyer. So every summer, I was able to get her to go and work for a law firm. One of the prestigious law firms in New York, Davis Spoke. That's where I got my daughter to work every summer. At the end of the period, she comes to me and says, Daddy, I don't want to be a damn corporate lawyer. I want to go acting. And I said, yes, you've been fighting with your mom for many years, and I can see in your eyes that you're passionate about this and here. Yes, you're going to do acting. Lo and behold, thank goodness, she is an actress now. And I don't know any of you that watch Netflix. There's a show called The Diplomat about the U.S. presidency. The chief of staff is my daughter. I just came from London a couple of days ago, watching her on stage. Not only is she in the movies, she's also in theater. Last year, she was on Broadway, and just a couple of days ago, I just watched her in the West End in London, where she's performing with Adrian Brody. I don't know if you know Adrian Brody. Yeah, she and my daughter were co-starring in London. I'm sharing this personal story with you, the young ones, and saying that if you're passionate about something, please stick with it. I'm not telling you to go defy your parents. No, that's not what I'm saying. Your parents want you to get someplace where they will feel secure that you are safe and you have this and all of that. That's all fine. Embrace what your parents are saying, but do not lose sight of your passion. Because it's been said that if you really enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. If you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life because you are enjoying it. And if that is your passion and you want to move on to it, just stay focused and do it. It will seriously get you to the right place because you're passionate about it. The second half of this story is that I was privileged to have gone to Yale University with full scholarship when I left Opoku Secondary School. And I had a classmate. His name is Tom Steyer, Steyer. You can Google Tom Steyer. Tom and I played soccer for Yale. We belonged to the same society and all of that. And when we were freshmen, people asked me, Joe, what are you going to study? And I said, I'm a chemical engineer. And then they said, what? You just got here, how do you know? And I said, my father told me. So day one, I'm a chemical engineer and I work all the way through. I asked Tom Steyer, Tom, what are you studying? Tom was studying forestry. And I was making fun of him whenever we were in a soccer field. And I said, Tom, you are paying full tuition. I'm here on financial aid. I'm on scholarship. My father is not paying anything. You are paying full tuition and you are here to study trees. What's your problem? Guess what? Guess what? When you go to Tom Steyer today, he's a billionaire. And not this cycle, the cycle before, he was running for US presidency. This is a guy that was studying trees when we were at Yale. Now he's made all his money and retired now. Now he is into climate change and trying to save the earth. Think about it. So again, I'm sharing these two stories with you to show that passion means something. If you're passionate about what you're doing today, please stay on it, be passionate about it, be curious, ask questions, take feedback, absorb it, and keep reading to challenge yourself. When you do that, the future is just going to be bright for you. So again, thank you all for staying with us. Thank you so much to the ideation team for the time, the commitment, and everything that they have given to this space. For all of us to develop our younger folks for a better future. Because when we continue to do well in agriculture, agriculture has been the mainstay of our country. And we just took our eyes off it. Now we're coming back to make sure that we are actually embracing some of our top talents to play in this space. We will feed ourselves, provide food security, and we export, on all of that. Just name it. This is a place that you can flourish. Dedication, discipline, hard work. Keep telling yourself every day you wake up, dedication, discipline, hard work. If you do that every day, keep out telling yourself that, you're going to go places. And Stanley and Ben, that we've been together for so many years on this journey, and I keep telling them that the reason why I'm so passionate about this is that I want to retire someday in my rocking chair and reading about some of you, what you've accomplished, how you've made the impact to your family, to people around you, and to society at large. This morning, was reading about the ranking. There's a time that actually ranks Sub-Saharan University. Every year, they do ranking of universities. The rankings came out, I think, about yesterday. And there were 10 schools, 10 top, universities. The top 3 were from South Africa. And, of course, Johannesburg, Pretoria, and all. And then the 4th one was Rwanda. The 5th was University of Ghana. And then the 6th was Nigeria. Uganda came in. And then we had Ashesi University. And then another university from Nigeria. Those were the top 10. Now, what are some of the factors that they used to rank these schools? First, they talked about access and fairness. That was the first criteria, access and fairness. And any of you that's participating in this KIC stuff, if you look at access and fairness, you will give them a high ranking for that. True or false? The second piece was teaching skills. How the folks were being, delivering with the message and all of that. And you can KIC what they have done to you. It's all up there. And then they also talked about student engagement. That's another one they talk about. They talk about research and visibility. And then the one piece that I want to talk about is knowledge transfer and impact. The word impact. You keep hearing impact, impact, impact. You are going to make serious impact. And if you look at these 5 things that I just told you about, that's what they use to rank the top 10 universities this year, 2024, in sub-Saharan Africa. And all these 5 principles that I talked to you about, it's everything that's been exhibited by Ben, the ideation team, and the team that has carried you through all these many months of preparing you to get to this point. So you've had it. You're getting a free diploma without paying tuition for it. And please, cherish this as you move on to the next step. You are already a success to get to this point. Competition will always rank people 1, 2, 3, and all of that. You come in number 1 or you come in number 10 or number 11, whatever it is, you know you're passionate about something. You have something that has been nurtured to get to this point. Continue on with that path, nurture it, and your dreams will definitely come true, because every great achievement in life began with a dream. So please keep dreaming on, and thank you for being part of this.
very much, Tana Joe Mensah. Thank you very much. If nothing at all, he said, do not lose focus of your passion. So take that. And then I realized some of the ideation team members were taking a video of what he was sharing. So you can imagine, even if the ideation team was taking notes and video of what Nana was sharing, then you have a lot to do. So please, some of these things, you need to take it and be playing it once in a while to refresh your memory. Thank you once again. Can we appreciate him? Yes, so we're going straight to business. 7 minutes for pitch, and then 8 minutes for feedback and questions. Are we ready? Oh, are we ready? Don't be timid. Like I keep saying, let's have fun. You're pitching. After all, nobody is beating or killing anybody here, okay? So feel free, relax. Let's enjoy you. The ideation team wants to enjoy you. Like Maxwell would say, don't come and shout at us. Speak to us. Okay? Thank you. So this morning, all the way from UBeats, we have Fresh Connect. Can we appreciate Fresh Connect and welcome here? Thank you, my co-MCs.
Hello.
Fresh Connect has a lady. You may not see her, but whether you like it or not, you will see her voice. Thank you. Ideation team, are we ready? Timekeeper ready? Are we ready?
Yes, please.
Let's start.
Good day, everyone. Yaya Lima is my name, and we are Team Fresh Connect. Are you aware that 80% of working professionals faces the challenge of accessing fresh hygienic vegetables and other food items due to their busy schedules? Are you also aware that these challenges give them stress and increases their expenses level? Do you know there is a remedy to this? I welcome you all to Fresh Connect. Fresh Connect, we say, fresh from the farm, accessible everywhere. Meet Mrs. Jamila, a 39-year-old accounting assistant at VRA, who works from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 5 days a week. She loves vegetables because of their health benefits, but she's unable to access them due to her busy schedules. She dislikes navigating crowded markets where these vegetables and other food items are likely to be contaminated. This brings us to the market niche found. Working professionals do not have time to navigate crowded markets. Due to that, 80% of them are unable to access fresh hygienic vegetables and other food items. Amidst these challenges, Fresh Connect emerged as a beacon of hope. They envision a future where these professionals could bridge the gap between busy lives and healthy eating without sacrificing their time and job. The turning point came when we discovered the potentials of using technology. This innovation, powered by aggregation, could provide these professionals with fresh hygienic vegetables and other food items through an online platform where they can shop for these produce. This is done by, firstly, we sourcing our raw materials from our farms and other farms to meet our customer demand and stay in business all year round, after which our pictures and prices are uploaded on the platform, where the customer logs onto the platform. Select what you want. For instance, fresh tomatoes, how you want it. Whether you want it wholesome, chopped or sliced. When you want it. Whether you want it to be delivered to you in the morning, afternoon or evening. How you want to pay. Whether you want to pay through Momo, through cash or through an online banking. Where you want it. That's your location. Whether you want it to be delivered to you at your office or in your house. Once this is done, your parcel is delivered to you at your doorsteps. Is this not simple? Once you get where you buy from us, it is easily accessible. It offers you ready market and hygienic food items. It saves you time and reduces your stress. At Fresh Connect, we say homemade food within 30 minutes. Life is short. Make it simple. Is this not lovely? Fresh Connect isn't just a business. It is a movement. It aims at empowering over 200 individuals, particularly women and youth, with sustainable jobs, increasing income level of smallholder farmers, and reducing hunger among farming families. Our initiatives align with the following SDGs, contributing to economic growth. Once you get where you buy from us, and also what makes us stand out is our recipe integration system. This is where a customer logs onto our platform and explore new recipes to spice up your home. As the saying goes, in my local dialect, Sonzalakiango, which means unity is strength. This isn't a one-man's job. So we are collaborating and partnering with KIC for funding, UBIS for our capacity building, Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana for our raw materials to keep us in business all year round, and our able CSIR for our research and development, and the rest of these organizations to make our dream a reality. Our market size is 15% of 190 million US dollars, and we intend to reach out to our customers through social media, traditional media such as radio stations, and through our target market engagements such as hotels, restaurants, and many more. We believe no one is the repository of knowledge. As we all know, a problem shared is a problem half solved. So during our market research, we learned that 90% of working professionals are willing to pay premium for delivery services, 80% prefer shopping online for convenience, 70% prioritize freshness and quality, 60% prefer a phone call in placing their orders. Paying customers is the backbone of every successful business. So we envision to generate our revenue through direct sales and through fees for services such as when someone uses our platform to sell his or her products. Our financial projections for a year. In our fourth quarter 2024, we received a cash inflow of $531, of which we utilized on leaving an ending balance of $0. In our first quarter 2025, we envision to receive a cash inflow of $2,000, of which we will be utilizing $1,800, leaving an ending balance of $200. In our second quarter 2025, we envision to receive a cash inflow of $25,500, of which we will be utilizing $14,700, leaving an ending balance of $11,000. In our third quarter 2025, our cash inflow will be $26,500, of which we will be utilizing $23,800, leaving an ending balance of $13,700. With these projections, we envision to break even in our first quarter. As the saying goes by Mia West, YOLO, you only live once. But if you do it right, once is enough. So, with the support from KIC, we were able to conduct our market research and develop our MVP, which has helped us to be here today to seek for more funding and support to complete the rest of our quarters, which we believe we will be giving the support. Meet the brains behind this lovable idea. Please kindly sit glued to your chairs and enjoy as we demonstrate our demo video.
Hello everyone, we welcome you to Fresh Connect, where we say fresh from the farm, accessible everywhere. This is how to place an order on our platform. We'll start by quickly going through our beautiful website. and selecting the various food items you wish to order. Afterwards, you check on the chat bag where you can get your subtotal. You further open the chat where you can get your subtotal plus your delivery and how to check out. The checkout button is where you can do your payments and also give your location on where to be delivered to. Isn't that amazing? Another amazing feature of the website is the Let's Chat button where you can directly chat with Fresh Connect and we respond as you chat and you place your orders through the chat button and you will be delivered as well. Another feature is the recipe button where you can go learn some new recipes in case you are first to cooking or that. Thank you.
This is the story of Fresh Connect, a story of innovation born from hope amidst challenges and of a future reimagined. Judges and investors, as you consider this initiative, think of the lives transformed and the health restored. Join us in making this vision a reality. Support Fresh Connect and be a part of this transformative journey. Please, when I say Fresh Connect, kindly respond with me by saying, fresh from the farm, accessible everywhere. Fresh Connect, fresh from the farm, accessible everywhere. Fresh Connect, fresh from the farm, accessible everywhere. Ya baraka, ya dasi. Thank you.
Thank you, Fresh Connect. Can we appreciate them?
Yeah, it's on.
Ama.
Okay, thank you very much. Yebarika. Well done. So, first of all, just a few comments. I think what you're doing is really a good thing. Years ago, this is something I would have needed. Now I don't anymore, but I know it's a reality for some people, so thank you. So I just went to your website to check you out, and I see a lot of white people on your website. What I mean to say is there's another business with your name already, Fresh Connect. Yes, not based in Ghana though, so you may want to look into it so people don't get confused when they are looking for you, okay?
Okay, off the back of that, I didn't get from your presentation where you'll be delivering to, for starters. Are you delivering to everywhere in Ghana? Are you working in, it wasn't clear to me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, we are currently operating in Upper West, so we'll be delivering within Upper West.
So you should make that clear in your presentation. Then go to your revenue slide. So you are going to be selling various products, and you have one cost price for tomatoes and then for cabbage. Are those the only things you are going to be selling, and then pepper?
No, please.
Okay, and then where are you getting this cost price for? Because I know tomato is also very seasonal. Where are you going to source it from? Because on your competitor slide, I saw Eden Tree, who could be a you could be selling for Eden Tree, for instance, or you could be selling for other brands, or you are going to keep to just your products.
Thank you very much. For the sourcing, we've already communicated with some smallholder farmers for the sourcing, and also we've tried doing a partnership with them where we'll be giving them the seedlings for them to plant. Then we'll take about 40% of their harvest. And also we've met with some others that are ready to offer us a farmland to start our cultivation.
You might have to rethink your model, because these are all full-time businesses. So starting off, and you want to have your hands in too many pies.
So you could aggregate and just sell, provide the convenience of being able to buy online, or you have to look at it well to know how much do you have to be able to do that and then sell and then do the delivery and everything. So these are all full-time jobs. Aggregating is a full-time job, a full-time business. Online delivery service is also another one. And you want to combine everything, and you want to even go into cultivation and producing input supply to smallholder farmers. That's a tall order. So just look at your business model again. Concentrate on what you are best at, so you could be excellent at that one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Baba.
Okay, all right.
Just go to the next slide. Take a look at the second quarter and the third quarter. Come to the expense line. You are spending 6,000 to buy raw materials, and all you can get for us is 500, meaning you're just throwing money away. Just at the raw material level, without all those other expenses, we will pay. But we've given you money, go and buy the raw materials. So you buy 6,000, and then you can sell only 500. Let's even assume that the 4,500 is stock. So we go opening stock, add 10,000 as purchases, and then we are selling only 1,005. So your model, your forecast, take a second look at it. The accounting is not right. And what you are telling us, in effect, is that the bottom line is a loss. You're just making losses. So take a look at it.
Thank you, Baba.
Yes.
Echo.
All right, guys. I really did not get. I know that you're trying to make this accessible to people that don't want to go to the farm. But I was thinking, even with your MVP video, the uniqueness will be how you really get the product, how you get it to a point where it's easier for people to now order, and then how you deliver it to them. But you didn't really do much about how do you get the product, how do you source the product, how do you package the product, and how do you get it? Because anybody can build a website and then Google images and put it there. Anybody can do that. But you are giving me the impression that that's really your business. But it's bigger than that. You could even have the product, and distribution alone will be a big deal. And from what my colleagues have said, there are too many displays of too many products at the same time. Why are you even going to stock them? How are you going to get the money to even stock, right? So walk me through what the strategy is to secure the supply side. Because as for the demand, it will definitely come. So how do you secure the supply side? And what's the processes to get it to a point where you differentiate yourself from other people that are doing it? And secondly, I didn't see competitors' slide. It was there? Okay, so what makes you different? If you can walk us through that.
Thank you. We are not stocking. Immediately you log into our platform. It's at our farm. Immediately you log on, we go to our farm, just get it for you, anytime, anywhere you want.
Are you thinking through that right now? Honestly, you open a website where anybody can order anywhere. Let's just say even it's in your locality. So somebody is ordering tomato 5 cedis, or let's say 20 cedis. Okay, and then when the order comes, you don't have stock. So you move human resource to the farm. And then you bring the tomato and then supply. That's too expensive. It's not sustainable. So how do you not stock? At least when you start, you know the ones that are moving quickly, and you have to stock to guarantee that the product will be available when it's ordered.
Thank you very much. In our expenses, we have office space. We'll be acquiring an office space where after, or a warehouse, where after aggregation, where we'll go to get this produce from, will be hygienically kept. We'll keep it So in case anyone's order from our website, it will be ready for us to package for them.
The two of you are on different sides of the business. Your colleague is saying no stocking. Are you the CEO? You are
I'm a
the
co-founder. I'm not the CEO, actually.
co-founder. So who is the head? Who is the head of the business? You. Do you do primary school in your other life? Like nursery school? Nursery school?
Yes, please.
Nursery school. Okay. All right, so how are two people in the same business having different strategy?
Okay. It's not actually because if you want it in a huge, like you want in a large quantity that we can't stock, we'll go to the farm to get it for you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is based on what I'm hearing and from the feedbacks my colleagues have given you. Maybe this could be a suggestion, all right? When you started the presentation and you cited an example, using the persona example, there's a working class persons, professionals who are busy, they can't go to the market and all that. And you said that your solution set is to come up with a digital platform that the busy working, corporate guys could just log onto and make purchasing. Is that not the case? Right. And you also have a caption that seems to suggest that we can get these vegetables everywhere. So I was thinking that perhaps you want to position your platform simply as like an SPV, a special purpose vehicle. Then you would have worked on several market outlets anywhere in the country. They could even be traders already. Are you getting it? Put in place an SOP, okay, in terms of the quality specs you want in your vegetables, and have a contract with them that, look, we have this platform that we believe it can help to activate your sales. We only will charge you a small service fee, and that will be factored in your revenue or your profit calculation. Do you get what I mean? So you could have about 100, 200 outlets that are your partners or collaborators. So if I'm in Accra, though you have built this thing up north, and I order from, say, Tema, you probably might have about 5 outlets there that immediately the order comes. You get a trigger at the back end, and then your partner in Accra would also get that notification to supply. Then you save yourself the pressure of warehouse and storage, and because it's practically impossible. So get it. I feel if you broaden it up that way, and within the chain of custody, you have people who are going to help you, who have the veggies kept under a certain standard you would share with them, I think it will rather help you. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's appreciate them, please.
Uber of vegetables and fruits.
Thank you very much. Great.
Like an Uber of vegetables and fruits.
Okay.
So please come again.
I'm saying it's like an Uber of vegetables and fruits. Yes. So you have all these partners. All these competitors are actually partners. Because you're bringing the market closer to them.
Let's appreciate Fresh Connect. Thank you, Fresh Connect. Please continue taking the feedback. You need it if you really mean business. So this is not enough. The ideation team would want to give you a lot. I am trying to keep time. So when we are done, make sure you see them. You get closer, remind them of your business, and then those who were unable to give you feedback will add theirs. Thank you. The next team we have is Propel from KNUST. Can we welcome them with an appreciation? Propel, KNUST. Hey, please appreciate them. They are the Asasirao. Propel.
Smells nice.
Like lemongrass.
Are we ready? Propel, are we ready?
Yeah.
Ideation team. Okay, let's give them a few minutes. I can see your call is busy. So when we say Propel, what do you say?
Healthy home, healthy planet.
Propel.
Healthy home, healthy planet.
Ideation team, are we ready to go? Okay, let's start. Let's go.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nafisa, and this is Team Propel. At Team Propel, we say, healthy home, healthy planet. Now, I remember growing up, my grandmom used to burn orange peels to drive away mosquitoes for us to have a good night. Back then, we never understood it, but now we do. Meet Mami Ata. She cares a lot about her family. She buys a mosquito coil to drive away mosquitoes, but she wakes up with a sore throat and cold from this smoke. Now, it has been estimated that 45% to 60% solid waste is being released by the pineapple industry, and about 50% of orange juice is left as waste in the peel. This is according to PADMED. And according to the World Health Organization, it has been stated that about 4 million Ghanaians have been diagnosed of malaria in 2023. Now, with all these problems, Propel sees an opportunity where we convert this waste into an eco-friendly mosquito coil that kills and repels mosquitoes and other insects. How do we come by our product? We first of all start by sourcing our raw materials from farmers and food use companies. We dry them up, we powder them and add other additives and mold them into coils, package them in eco-friendly mosquito boxes, then we distribute to our customers. Now, when you buy an Ajibofo, you are ensured of a fruity scent mosquito coil that lasts long, and we also contribute in managing the waste around us, and it's also cost-friendly. Now, at Propel, we are not just in for business. We are also looking at impacting our planet by increasing the income of the smallholder farmer from 10% to 15%, and also creating direct 100 jobs and indirect 300 jobs, also contributing to SDG 1, 3, 8, 9, and 12. Now, when it comes to the market, we are competing with brands like Sasso, Heaven, and Holy Black. But what makes us stand out? We stand out on the scale of affordability, scent, less smoke, and environmentally friendly. With the dream Propel have, we can't do it alone. That is why we seek to collaborate with CSIR, BTEX Enterprise, and Kumfi Pure Juice to make this dream a reality.
By the end of 2023, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization, the market size for mosquito coils in Ghana was valued at $141 million. In the Ashanti region alone, it was valued at $8.1 million, and Propel aims to capture 4 million of that within our first years of production. Now, how do we do this? We are targeting individuals within the ages of 16 to 50 years old who live in malaria-prone areas, households, night vendors, among others. We shall grab their attention through social media advertising, in-person interactions, events where we can showcase our products, and other strategies like that. We shall then strategically put our coils in malls, supermarkets, pharmaceutical centers where our customers can conveniently purchase our product. During our market research, one of the things we learned is that about 80% of current mosquito coil users are willing to switch to an eco-friendly alternative, provided it is long-lasting, it smells great, and it has minimal smoke. Now, our revenue model. Each unit of Anojobofo is produced at a cost price of 10 Ghana cedis and sold at a selling price of 14 Ghana cedis. With the aim of selling 25,000 units in our first year, we are put at a profit margin of 27.5%. For our cash flow statement, in this last quarter of 2024 to the third quarter of 2025, our expenses are as follows, grouped in our stipends, purchase of capital assets, marketing, and utilities. On our cash flow chart, we have displayed our cash sales with our expenses and our grants. Propel would break even in the fourth quarter of our first year of full production. Now, what is our plan to get there? In this quarter, we are prototyping and testing our product. In the next quarter, we shall set up our production site and register our business. We shall then move to production and distribution in the third quarter, and finally expand our production in the final quarter. It's time to meet the team. We have Nafisa Hamidou, our market intelligence analyst, Sonny Gilbert, our formulation scientist, Enoch Sekai, our user experience designer, and I, Emanuela Mevo, the finance lead. Now it's time for our demo.
We begin by sourcing our raw materials from the farm, fruit juice companies, and local fruit vendors. We dry the peels to reduce the moisture content. For uniformity's sake, the peels are milled into fine particles, and mixed with other ingredients in the right proportions to obtain a perfect mixture. For a proper binding effect, the perfect mix is transferred onto a flat surface and mixed with a preferred starch and formed into a dough. The dough is then kneaded into a flat surface and then the outline of the core is cut. The outline of the core is done in a slow and a careful manner to prevent the break of the core. The core is finally solidly dried to obtain the rigidity. Separate the cores in this way and then light to have the fruit-scented mosquito coil you need.
Propel invites you to join us on this journey on redefining ways to support smallholder farmers and garner sustainable growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Propel. Ideation team, who wants to go first?
Okay. How's the bend like? I mean, first of all, well done. It's very strong. Is there a possibility of reducing how strong it is, but it's still effective? It's possible?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, and then it feels like it's a finished product. Is it all done by hand? Tell me about it.
We spoke with BTS Enterprise. They are located at Temakpong. They are into mosquito coil production.
Okay.
But we actually gave them our formulation as to how to do it because we wanted the finished packaged product for this one. So they actually formed this for us.
No, it's fine. We
So,
didn't give them the formulation, but we gave them the dough for them to mold it.
So they don't know the formulation?
No, they don't know the formulation.
Beautiful. Because really, that's what has kept the Coke business alive for over a century. They always provide the concentrate and then they just mix it. That's why every Coke branch is known as the bottling company and not the production company. So it's good that you did that. And that means it's ready to go, right? You can sell it. Have you sold any?
No, we've not registered yet. And then so once we do the registration and everything.
What are you waiting for? It's a good product. Do what you have to do and then start selling. Well done.
Thank you. Maxwell.
Yeah, and like Eko said, you can start it and you don't need to, you can do contract manufacturing. So have a proper agreement with them and then they would just produce for you and then you market and distribute it. And then you keep your trade secret. You don't have to set up a big factory to start this line of business.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ama?
Yes, I want to be your first client, so I'm buying.
Thank you very much.
And my question, the scent is good, it's nice, but do you have other flavors? Is that a possibility?
Yes, so with the core, we have a mixture of one or two essences we are using. So with the one we are actually sensing is lemongrass, but we have other compositions that we are doing. So at the moment, we are trying the varieties of the scent so that we get it a way that the customers would actually love.
So how much is a box?
So the box will be 14 cedis.
Okay. Do you have 10 boxes available?
At the moment, we can form it for you. We just have to package it for you.
Okay. So I think the ideation team will buy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Fred?
Yes.
I think my colleague,
Yeah.
she asked a question whether it works.
Yes.
How you didn't prove to us that
Yeah,
it
so
works.
I think let me tell a story actually. When we were going for our cloth, we gave a sample to the woman who was sewing the dress for us, and then within 1 minute, we actually did not expect. We had some cockroaches and then some insects dying at the moment. Even 2 pictures of it. Yeah, we have
Why
it.
didn't you show us?
Yes, we will bring it once. The phone is not here.
Because of the scent in your this thing.
Yeah, so with the composition, and then actually we did not expect the insect to die at that moment, but our mind was not even there. Just we realized and then we saw the insects around.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
But I like the scent, even without the light in it. It's a nice aroma.
Yeah, so we thought of other food sellers also. So those who sell food. So we have insects and houseflies going around. So we also consider that as a factor. So not only for the mosquito. It's part of the reason why we did that.
Great. Congratulations, guys.
Fred?
Yeah, just a quick one. I mean, the raw materials, I see you are using pineapple. I also know that there are other, raw materials you could use, like the orange peels. I'm sure you may have research
So
on that
there's a
too.
composition of the orange peel and then the pineapple.
The pineapple. Okay, so maybe from the scientific point of view, assuming you guys have done your research, which of the two? Because some time back there, I think there was this project somewhere in Central Region where, there are a lot of pineapple farmers in Central Region as well, where they were looking at the orange, drying the orange peels and all that. And the reason was that it has that high, propensity to actually kill the insect and all that. So I'm just curious to know, between the orange peel and then the pineapple, maybe have you done some research too?
Yes, so there's a compound we call pyrethrum, and then that is the compound that is responsible for that effect our mosquito coil is given. The research shows that there's amount in pineapple, but orange has it more. Exactly. That's why we did the composition, the blend, so that we
blended
yes,
too.
yes.
Okay. But I like the fact that you are recycling or using waste material to produce something like this. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Echo.
All right, please, the name.
So our company name is Propel, but the brand, the mosquito coil is Anajobofo.
And I'm say why? Because in Ghana, we have a lot of other tribes, right? And if you really want your products you don't want to start a tribal war. When somebody comes into another tribe with this, Anajobofo, pretty universal, but easy to remember. Because, something slogan worthy, and then it's easier for people to also be able to. This is not bad, but it limits the reach because of the ethnic way, why. So check it.
And then to add to what Eko has said, I say you should always think made in Ghana for the world, because this could go beyond Ghana. Liberia, Cameroon, Africa. Yeah.
Thank
so
you very
think
much.
made in Ghana for the world. So like Nightingale. Something.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's appreciate Propel as they take their seat. Thank you. Propel is from KNUST. Oh. Okay, ideation team. So the next team we have all the way from UCC is Biowax Ghana. Let's welcome Biowax Ghana. The only university with an ocean view. All the way from UCC. Banner up. Some of the ideation team members want some of the products, so make sure you sell it to them during lunchtime. And Ajubo, for you to make sure you take your money. Bring some of the products here and sell. Biowax, are you ready?
Yes, please.
Ideation team, are we ready? Okay, let's go.
Esteemed panelists, fellow startups, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. My name is Emilia Addy, a co-founder of Biowax Ghana. I stand before you today not just as an entrepreneur, but as someone who has personally witnessed the struggles of food spoilage, a challenge that impacts many lives, including my own family's. These tomatoes, fresh, vibrant, full of promises, it's not just an ingredient. For many families like mine, they represent livelihood, dreams, and survival. I remember when I was a child, my mother, I used to call her Margaret, the rock of my life. As a caterer, she poured her heart in every meal that she creates, working tirelessly to provide for the family. But one thing that she struggles, it's food spoilage, a silent enemy she could never defeat. I'll never forget it all came crashing down. One Friday evening, my mother came home with a bulk of tomatoes, excited to prepare a delicious meal to serve the weekend orders. But on Monday morning, the fridge betrayed her. All the tomatoes got spoiled and were unable to use. On that very day, as a child, I felt the pain of motherhood. I could see her hands shaking as she was throwing the rotten tomatoes in the trash. Her hands on her head, whispering to me, ow, ow, maybe. It wasn't just the tomatoes that were gone. It was the money we were desperately needing to pay my fees at that moment, the chance for us to breathe for a moment. That very day, I made a silent promise to myself, a way to help her protect our livelihood. Fast forward, my mother's story is not unique. It's reported that about 15 to 20% of these tomatoes are lost in the kitchen due to lack of effective and reliable preservative solutions. This loss isn't just heartbreaking, it's like throwing money into a bottomless pit. Biowax, we are not here to talk about problems, we are here to solve them. We offer an easy-to-use edible organic wax made from locally sourced ingredients to extend the shelf life of perishable produce. Our product is simply made by sourcing our raw materials, processing it into a liquid edible wax, available in 500 ml bottles, distributed directly and indirectly to our customers. Imagine my mother applying our edible wax to protect her tomatoes in the kitchen one step at a time. Our product is not only edible, but eco-friendly, providing Margaret with a peace of mind, assuring her produce quality, and also increase the storage life of the tomatoes for months without refrigeration. Our product is not only making an impact in the household, but also focusing on the economic, climate, environment, and creating 50 direct and indirect jobs in Ghana, ensuring that bee farmers are increasing their income. Currently in Ghana, there are few effective solutions that tackles this problem. That is, our cold storages, our traditional methods, and our food processing preservatives. But with Biowax Ghana, we stand out by giving your tomatoes a superhero coat to preserve the freshness of your tomatoes, and it's very, very reliable. Yes, we are aware of our competitors who are working on our edible solutions, but we say no shaking. We beat them with our sustainability of our raw materials and also the diverse impact our business is making in the bee farming aspect and also improving girl-child education. We can't do this alone. To bring Biowax to life, we currently partner with KIC and DHAB for mentorship and investment, and also Food and Drugs Authority for certification. And we are looking forward to partner with this agricultural cooperative to ensure that our products are widely distributed. Our initial target market consists of household consumers, restaurants and caterers in Central Region, Western Region, and Greater Accra Region, with a net worth of $67 million. We plan to launch our edible wax solution on our social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, and also because my mother, for instance, follow food preservative and food processing channels to get an alternative solutions for her business. Therefore, we are going to launch our products there to get her. Also, it costs us $2.32 to produce 500 ml of our solution, and we plan to sell it for $3.19. Our financial projection, we are projecting that in the third quarter of next year, we are going to produce 2,000 bottles of our edible wax with a net sales of $6,250. This is a financial chart that explains the cash flow that I just said.
Our roadmap consists of 4 goals. That is, we want to establish foundation and initial market entry. We want to expand our market presence and optimize operation. We want to strengthen our brand and increase market share. And we want to consolidate gains from our previous quarters and plan for the future growth of Biowax. To achieve this, we will plan and also get a diverse product on different crops and also plan for farmers, marketers, and exporters. I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with my dedicated and passionate team who are expertise in food science, agriculture, and business development. Myself, once again, Emilia Adi, I have 4 years experience in food science and post-harvest technology and a research and development lead for Biowax Ghana. And I'm here with...
I'm Peter Afri, the operations lead for Biowax Ghana, and I have 3 years experience in finance.
I am Patience Doche. I'm an agripreneur. I have 2 years experience in agricultural marketing, and I'm the marketing lead for Biowax Ghana.
I am Hajar Odonko. I have 2 years experience in hospitality management, and I am the human resource lead. Please stay tuned for our demo.
This is a cassava starch, a beeswax, a coconut oil. We source it, we wear it, we process it into our liquid solutions, and we test it before we bring it to the market. Our product is simply applied by just getting your tomatoes from the market. You just wash it thoroughly, you dry it, and you spray it evenly on your tomatoes. Allow it to air dry for 30 to an hour and make sure you store it in a cool, airtight place. That is all. Together, we invite you to join us in this mission. Biowax, it's not only about preserving produce, it's about preserving dreams. Together, we invite you to join us in this mission. Together, we can turn the tide of tomato loss and make every crop count. Thank you. We say Biowax Ghana, sealing freshness, enhancing appeal. Biowax Ghana,
sealing freshness, enhancing appeal.
Thank you, Biowax from UCC. Let's go with Mavis first. That's
Biowax. Well done for this product. I mean, it's a huge problem. We all know that, right?
Yes.
So for me, I'm thinking anything that would help preserve tomato is a good thing. I just want to know, how long does it protect the tomato for?
Okay.
What's the shelf life that it guarantees the product?
All right, thank you very much. Currently, we research and we realize that edible coating preserves tomatoes for a month or 2. But per our ingredients there, we are projecting that we will increase the shelf life for more than 3 months. Yes, without refrigeration.
Have you done any studies on that? Because once you have a product, you need to do some experimentation to, back whatever claim you're making. Yes. Did you try anything?
Yes, please.
And it lasted for 3 months, you said?
No, we are still on the testing stage. Currently, our product is in the lab to test the nutritional content. And as the reports, we've tested the microbials, the pH, the moisture, and other ingredients in our materials that will help to increase the shelf life of the tomatoes before we can come out with the right results that's truly our product.
And also to add up, with the case study that we have there, so far we've been able to preserve our tomato up to 3 weeks to 5 days.
And then our product, during our testing, we realized that we can still use our product to wax bruised tomatoes or slightly spoiled tomatoes, which it can last for like 2 weeks or...
Why would you do that for a bruised tomato?
Yeah, because our future plan, we want to target the farmers and the marketers. With the handling methods, we sampled different tomatoes from the farm and then the market and also the retailers to ensure that in case when they handle it badly, it can stay longer.
I would suggest you do it properly, okay? Design it, take some time after here, and do the study properly. Like you said, I'm excited about working with different tomatoes in different conditions. Because really, there's no perfect tomato. You understand?
Yes.
It's a different story when it's on the market. But then do it properly so that you can back the claim.
Yes,
All right.
And that is where you will need the CSIR Food Research Institute to help you. I mean, take it seriously.
Yes, so currently we initiated to talk to Mr. Nketia from the food research, and we plan to meet him next week to...
CSIR Food Research
Yes,
Institute,
please.
okay. You can also, bring on board CSIR Crop Research Institute. Yeah, because they come up with varieties of different types of crops and tomatoes as well. So you have a whole consortium of scientists and technologists helping you push your business.
Thank you. Amma.
Yes, thank you. Your presentation was very moving. You actually got me tearing up because I could resonate with the story. So well done on using
Thank you
story.
very much.
Now, my question, I love that you have something that can preserve food. That is excellent. But immediately I saw the starch, my antennas went up because, that's also carbohydrates. Tomatoes already has carbs, but this compounds it. So for people who are trying to cut down on their carbs, how can they also use this product without worrying about the effect?
All right, thank you very much. Research from Celestine et al. 2015 states that the biocompounds and then the nutrients in the wax doesn't affect the nutritional content of the tomatoes. That is why currently we are testing on the nutritional content of the wax tomatoes in the lab to see that it won't increase the nutritional content or even the lycopenes inside or the vitamins too.
But you're using starch. I saw starch.
Yes, the cassava starch.
Yes, that has carbs.
Yes.
That's what I'm referring to.
No, it won't affect the nutritional content of the...
Yes, I was hoping they would say washing or something. Yeah.
Just say you wash it before usage. That's all.
Yeah, you wash the tomatoes before you apply it. You don't apply directly.
Anyway, do some more research. This is very needed. So please, I wish you all the best. Do some more research and make it happen. Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
I am not a food scientist, but then I would like to ask, maybe you can help them answer. There is a challenge now in Agri where farmers induce ripening, okay, with all kinds of chemicals. So, assuming a farmer has done that, and the chemical has not fully worn off, when you apply your product, have you done any analysis to check for food safety after that? Doc?
Okay, the challenge you have with the use of, food ripeness, like to ripen it. I know that sometimes when you're going to buy tomato from the market women clean. You see them using a cloth to clean the tomato. Okay, so sometimes that helps. But because actually the best way to deal with some of these things is when you buy the tomato, you don't immediately put it in the refrigerator.
Yes.
You have to set it down, on the counter for air to kind of help, reduce the levels on the tomato, all right? But I understand the question. You're asking whether if it has the chemicals on and you're putting this on, would it interact? The interactive effect. That has to be analyzed. But I just have results, for instance, for microbiology. And I'm wondering if it really reflects what is in the product. Because for microbiology, everything here is like 0.
Yes, we actually did a test.
Yeah, but really 000, I'm not sure. If it's not even in there, they would say non-detected. Okay, because almost everything, if it's not sterile, should have some level of microbes. It's just that it should be within the acceptable range. So it makes me question, yeah.
Okay, so please, initial microbes was to check the growth of the molds, the E. coli.
No, is this for the product?
Yes.
Yes, so the product is not sterile. How come?
We sterilized the bottle and everything, and we did everything in the lab before we sent it to our university lab for the testing.
Thank you very much, Biowax. Make sure you see Mavis after here. Let's appreciate Biowax. Thank you very much. See the ideation team after here. Make sure you see them for further feedback. The next team from DAC, Damongo Agricultural College, is Etcha Innovation. Let's welcome them, Etcha Innovation. Ideation team, are we ready? Etcha Innovations, are you ready? Okay, let's start.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, investors and visionaries, all protocol duly observed. My name is Inu Saribe Kanimpa, and together we are Etcha Innovation. Etcha Innovation is an agribusiness startup in the northern region of Ghana into the production of biochar fertilizer using rice husk, composited manure, and other natural additives. We are biochar solution providers transforming the way we think about soil health, sustainability, and climate change. Over the past years, food security has always been on the decline, and this has been attributed to various causes such as low soil fertility, water scarcity, poor farm management practices, and high cost of fertilizers. Majority of farmers, particularly those that operate on a small scale, have limited knowledge on soil and water conservation practices that can help promote sustainable agriculture. To sustainably and progressively improve on these causes that we have identified in the various communities, we are coming in to bring in a solution that is the production of biochar fertilizer. Allow me to introduce you to the spirit of a smallholder farmer called Mr. Dindo Ziblum. His only source of income is through farming. And he finds it very difficult to be able to afford fertilizers and that of take care of the children, that is to say, pay for their school fees. With these heart-touching struggles of people like Mr. Dindo Ziblum, we at Etcha Innovation embarked on a market research. Interviews with farmers revealed that most of them have to stop their children from schooling just to be able to afford fertilizers and feed or satisfy the needs of the soil to be able to afford for their family needs. This is the problem we are trying to solve. About 30 to 50% of farmers' uses fertilizer will result in high cost of expenditure, decline in soil fertility in the long-term run, and also reduce in crop yield. Here comes the pillar of hope that farmers can rely on. Our product is biochar fertilizer. Our mission is simple yet ambitious to unlock the full potential of biochar, a game-changing technology that is used to enhance soil fertility, help reduce the disposal of agricultural byproducts in the atmosphere, which later on releases harmful gases into the atmosphere and also help in carbon sequestration. We therefore source our raw materials, pass them through pyrolysis process. The following steps are value addition, packaging, and hence distribution. Imagine people like Mr. Dindo Ziblum and many others have been able to our product. One, it will be able to help improve upon their soil fertility, also reduce the cost of fertilizers, and also improve upon the water management retention. Because we are mainly going to be based on biochar as our main product, it has the tendency to retain water, supplying the crop the needed amount of water it needs, and also absorb to other nutrients that are found in the soil and store them as well. In our business, we focus on many impact cases. We focus on impacting on the farmer, impacting to the environment, and also job creation. We seek to generate another revenue stream for the farmers, whereby we take these byproducts from them and transform it to gold for them to use as well. In every business, there is a competitor, but we are leveraging on affordability. Whilst others are priced at $18.78, we are priced at $4.24, which shows how eco-friendly we are. We are therefore helping in the sequestration of carbon dioxide and store it into the soil for about centuries. Also, whilst they emit nitrous oxide in the atmosphere. We are proud to stand alongside with Kosmos Innovation Center, CSIR, Code Ghana, and the Damango Agricultural College of Allied Sciences. In our business, we target the input dealers, farmers, and others. The biochar industry market globally is valued about $3.81 billion US dollars. Africa, which is our spotlight, is valued about $235 million US dollars. And we are targeting about 3% of this, which is equivalent to $7.1 million US dollars. We therefore leverage on utilizing the digital avenues, distribution channels, and hence partnering with agricultural farmer-based organizations. In our business, we are done identifying of our sources of raw materials. During our market research, we went around and then we found millers and some farmers that produce these products that will be needing to do our productions. And we are done with that. Through to March 2025, where we're doing a grand launch of our product. Here is our business model, which talks about money. Yes, so a unit cost will be $3.03 US dollars, and our selling price will be $4.24 US dollars, giving us a profit margin of 28.57%. Here is our cash flow statement, which has it in it, our total cash inflows, total cash outflows, and net cash flows. Projected here is a cash flow chart. We intend to break even in the second quarter of our productions. Meet the able team behind this brain business. We have a younger Silvera, who is the marketing lead, Mohammed Sani, who is the IT lead. We have Abdul Karim Latif, who is the financial lead, and also myself, Inusa Rebecca, the production lead. Enjoy our demo. Esteemed investors, all protocol duly observed. This is a product that is gotten from a manual way of producing our products we aim to bring into the market. This will go a long way to impact people like Mr. Nindo Ziblim and many others in the communities we are coming from that are smallholders, farmers that rely on synthetic fertilizers, giving us a degradable soils in the long-term run. Help us get a well-equipped production unit, invest in our business, and let's plan the future by creating a way the farmers can be climate resilient using our products. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, AgriTech Innovation from Damongo Agricultural College.
Thank you. And congratulations for the wonderful presentation. Could you flip to the comparative analysis? You were presenting yours as a 30 kg, but you were comparing with 50 kg of your competitors. And if you do that comparison, 50 kg and 25 kg, you can't just say yours is cheaper. You need to compare like with like. So look at it moving forward when you're pitching.
Echo.
All right. So are these synthetic fertilizers or they are organic?
So Yara fertilizer is an organic fertilizer.
Inorganic.
Yes.
And yours is inorganic as well?
No, it's not inorganic. Just that we are trying to leverage on it because we are coming in it with a product. They are used to the inorganic fertilizers.
Who?
The farmers we engage with.
So you're trying to get them to change their mind with what exactly?
With this fertilizer, which is organic fertilizer.
Who cares about organic fertilizer? I mean, I think that's a mistake we are making here. Organic is good. It saves the earth, all that. But at the end, you need the people that are already used to a certain way something works and has worked with them and for them for a long time to change their mind. Like I've been saying, price is a big deal. It doesn't matter whether it's organic or inorganic, unless specifically they need that. And if they need that, then by now they are already using organic fertilizer. Do you get it? Those who are using it are already using it. So then when yours can give them the same or better results and it's cheaper, and even if it's not cheap and the same price or a little above, but it gives them a better result, a better yield, they'll go for it. So that's that. But then if they're already using inorganic fertilizers and then now you want them to change their minds, beyond the price, they would want to know if it works better than what they're already using. And I don't think that your presentation did that. Okay? I think that that's what, and anybody who is trying to do fertilizer, your focus should really be, this can either double, triple, or whatever your yield, yes, than what you are used to. And also, can you imagine, it's cheaper. Then you have the attention. But then, I didn't get that. So maybe you need to improve on that part of your presentation as you go along. All right, thanks.
Baba.
You have a good product, but you've not been able to sell it. Even just on this, your analysis, competitor analysis. So you are comparing biochar, which leans more towards a soil amendment. And then you're comparing that with Yara. That doesn't amend soil. So even this page, you haven't really demonstrated the superiority of your product over the others. And that is what, sell it as more of a soil amendment medium with some minimum fertilizer-like effect. That is the way you should position this thing. And where you are coming from, in Damongo, if the farmers around that area, you look at the soil conditions in the whole of that place, is a lot of problems. And this is something that is a game changer. So demonstrate that, and then demonstrate that if we use this, our yield is going to be like that. You know, you haven't done that, but the product is good.
Yeah. Thank you, Baba.
If I may, I'm also confused, like my seniors have said. Are you trying to suggest from this chart that if a farmer uses 30 kg of your product, the spread would be as good as 50 kg of Yara?
So with here, we are comparing it to the pricing as well. So with the kg here, the farmer, if he's buying ours at 4.24, he can equally get the 30 kg, the 50 kg, about 7 times of our product. Which means that when he's to buy 50 kg of a Yara fertilizer, he can get our product, which is 30 kg, 5 times, 7 times. So that is why we kept the kgs there. So if he is going for the 50 kg, he can equally get 30 kg, double portions of what the farmer will go in for.
So 30 kg of yours, how much grounds in terms of acreage can it cover?
So with the 30 kg, you need about 7 bags.
For how many acres?
5 bags, sorry.
5
to
bags.
cover up an acre, which is equivalent to 350 Ghana cedis. But with the Yara fertilizer, 50 kg is 310 Ghana cedis. So the farmer will need to add 40 Ghana cedis to be able to purchase our 30 kg, 5 bags, to satisfy their needs. But with the 50 kg, he wouldn't be able to use only 1 bag to apply on the acre of land.
It's actually 3 bags, not 5.
Yeah, that should be the pitch.
So, but the actual figures is 3 bags, because if you do the mathematics, you realize that for 30 kg to be this, 50 kg will be about 7.067. And if you deduct that from 18.76, you get 11 point something, which means 3 bags, not 5 bags. But that is where the pitch is, if you listen to. So please, take the feedback on board. You have a good product, as Baba said. And
yeah, maybe just a quick one on that. So on the back of what my colleagues have said, it tells you that, I mean, if you understand soil fertility and productivity, you realize that they are 2 different things. You understand? Yes. So, I mean, the fact that the soil is fertile does not necessarily mean it is productive. You get it? So that's where our feedback is coming from. So if you pitch on the key messages, like it's now coming out, then it makes you stand out, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, AgriTech Innovation. Let's appreciate them, please. The next team we have all the way from UCC is FDM Green Innovation. Let's appreciate and welcome them. FDM Green Innovation. Addition team, are we ready? Are you ready? Let's start.
Good morning. This is the FDM Green Innovations. At the FDM Green Innovations, we transform the lives of farmers by tackling a critical issue in agriculture, weed control. Right in the heart of Aguna in the central region is Mr. Abubakar, a crop and a vegetable farmer who faces challenges when it comes to weed control. Mr. Abubakar loses precious yields each year to relentless weeds. For years, Mr. Abubakar has relied on synthetic agrochemicals for weed control at the cost of health risk, soil degradation, and negative effects on his crop produce even after post-harvest activities. As a cassava processor too, he sees the tons of waste that is being generated at his cassava processing firm, worried and wondering if it could serve a better purpose. According to model intelligence, weeds account for about 34% of crop yield loss each year. And according to MOFA, about 70 to 85% of Ghanaian farmers rely on synthetic agrochemicals for weed control. And this heavy reliance, according to the WHO, leads to health risk, with about 50% of these farmers having skin and respiratory problems due to exposure. Just like the case of Mr. Abubakar, several cassava processors find it so difficult to manage the cassava wastewater that is generated at their processing firms, and hence leading to the accumulation of dirt and awful smells at their processing firms. But guess what? At the FDM Green Innovations, we believe in a simple mission: do not waste the waste. We bring to you the farm Messiah. We bring to you the Messiah. We harness the untapped potential of cassava wastewater, processing it into a powerful, eco-friendly, organic herbicide for weed control. Our process is very simple. We collect our cassava wastewater from these processes, sterilize and take it through bioprocessing, package resulting to our product, and the farmer just have to measure 250 ml of this product into a knapsack sprayer and apply it to his weeds. The Messiah offers a unique value. It is eco-friendly, biodegradable, and as effective as the traditional ones we have on the market. Our impacts extend beyond environmental benefits. We generate income for smallholder farmers and local cassava processors, increasing employment by creating about 8 to 13 jobs in our first year of production, increasing crop yield of farmers by 40%, and also impacting the environment and hence addressing the SDGs 13 and 15. Even though there are several agrochemicals on the market, but our product outstands in eco-friendliness, biodegradability, accessibility, and also effective as well. We are not doing this alone. We are collaborating with the KIC, DHub UCC, the CSIR, FDA, the MOFA, GSA, and the EPA to make this a success. And we have a very interesting market size due to the demand on our solution by farmers like Mr. Abubakar. With a service obtainable market of 15 million USD for the central region, a service addressable market of 120 million USD for the 5 regions, including the central, Volta, western, eastern, and the greater Accra region, with a total addressable market of 500 million USD. We are targeting agrochemical shops, farmers like Mr. Abubakar, a distribution channel through wholesale, retail, and also with the municipalities and agri extension officers, creating awareness using radio and community broadcast centers, telecasting, and farmer-based organizations. Our product comes in 2 different packages, the 500 ml and the 1 liter package. The 500 ml after a production cost of 2.5 USD, will go at a selling cost of 4 USD. And the 1 liter at a production cost of 4.5 will go at a selling cost of 6.5 USD, giving us a profit margin of 38% and 31% respectively. We have done our MVP test and doing further tests for our product. And by the first quarter of 2025, we'll be making sales, and hence by our cash flow chart will be breaking through by the second quarter of 2022. We are doing our MVP testing, and we'll be doing further tests to improve the effectiveness of our product. And by the 4th quarter of 2025, we'll be having our product ready, available on the market for all farmers. I am Joseph Moferi, a pineapple farmer and the production lead for the FDM Green Innovations.
My name is Swam Donukinate, the sales and marketing lead for FDM Green Innovations. My name is Famous Gasika, the operational and supply chain lead.
Investing in the FDM green innovations is not just supporting sustainable agriculture, but empowering farmers to thrive with eco-friendly solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, FDM Green Innovations. Mavis.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, well done. Have you tried it on weeds?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, what was the results you got? How effective on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's 8. We'll give it 8 at the moment on a scale of 1 to 10.
All right. So I see on the packaging you have, you put what? 70% cassava wastewater.
Yes, Mom.
That's the active ingredient. And then you put other ingredients, 30%.
Yes, Mom.
Is there a reason why you haven't stated the other ingredients?
Yes, Mom.
What's the reason?
It's an intellectual property, Mom.
Not really. If it's a certain percentage, you need to state. Because 30% is quite substantial. So you need to state.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. So just study the labeling, what the labeling regulations are, and then you do that accordingly.
Okay, Mom. Thank you very much.
And there are ways in stating the ingredients without giving your trade secrets away. So there are, and like she said, just study it. You can put it there, and it's clearly there. You are not breaking any laws, but nobody would be able to take it from you. And I like your presentation.
Having said 70%, it's really giving out a lot more. You know, you said active ingredient, which is the cassava wastewater, 70%. So what's the fear? Because anybody can pick up on this, do you understand, and then build on. But just state the ingredients as it's supposed to be, you know, per the laws.
Okay,
List them.
Right. Thank you very much.
Matthew.
Yeah. What would you describe this as? A systemic or a contact?
A systemic.
Systemic.
Yes.
You're not putting on your label.
Okay, sir.
I think you need to put that on your label.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Fred?
Yes, and congratulations. I like the fact that this comes in a herbal form because I'm very much particular also about safe use of pesticides. So this seems to be a bit more eco-friendly, so to speak. However, could you project your competitor analysis? Is it competitor analysis or your revenue?
This one.
Not this one, the cost of, revenue model. Right, so I'm seeing your cost of production and your selling cost for the 500 mil at 4 USD, right? And then the selling cost for the 1 liter at 6.5 USD.
Yes, sir.
How competitive it is. You know, at the end of the day, it's also about affordability. And we want to change, you know, the mindset of our farmers to consider using a more, if you like, safer, you know, product and all that. Because if you do the conversion, I don't know why it's in the USD though. I understand though, but I mean, in practice, if I'm going to buy, I'll buy in Ghana cedis. You get what I mean? So how competitive do you strongly think or believe this is with the existing ones that we want to change that psyche on its usage?
Okay, so with the 500 ml, the selling price in Ghana city is 64 Ghana.
Right.
And with the 1 liter, it is 104.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at your competitor analysis, can you bring that up and let's see okay, so you have, I know, these are big giants, huh? So in terms of pricing, would you say you are kind of more competitive to these guys?
So ours is organic. It's quite expensive than the one we have over here.
Yeah.
But if you are a processor, you produce or you process cassava, and we buy your wastewater, we give you some amount of money. Yeah. You can save that money. If you want to buy the herbicide, you just need to add a little amount of money instead of the whole 104 Ghana cedis. Yeah. Yes.
So the competitors you are putting here, to me, it suggests that they are producing something similar to this. Is that the case?
Yes, please.
Right. So that's where I'm a bit concerned.
Okay,
about.
so with the pricing, it's because of our ingredients, we can't bring it lower, but then we've tried as much as possible to give an affordable rate to for the local farmers to be able to patronize. And selling our proposition, our value, you should be able to buy it at the value we are given because it is okay.
Yeah, for me, from where I sit, as I'll buy this. I mean, because I understand why perhaps I'm buying it a notch higher than the market price. You get what I mean? But it's a numbers game at the end of the day. Okay, you may not get so many of my type, like Fred, who would be willing and ready to buy it. You're looking at the average farmer. So you need to look at that pricing technology thing, technicality thing, to see how best you can reach out to the masses to, even in training, when you're training farmers to adopt good agronomic practices, it takes time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may modify their thinking, but the actual change effect takes time. How much more a product that you are also producing and want to sell within a certain specified period of time to make your money and scale up. You understand?
Yes, please.
But all in all, I love the innovation around it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, FDM Green Innovations. So see Peter and Echo for further feedback, okay? See Peter and Echo for further feedback. Thank you. Let's appreciate them, please. See them in chambers. The next team we have all the way from the Volta region, Hood Technical University, is Agro Stars. Let's appreciate and welcome them. Agro Stars. Agro Stars. Emon Joy, be prepared after this. AgroStars, are you ready? Ideation team, are we ready? Let's start.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a world where agriculture is used to feed the planet as well as heal the soil. Welcome to our vision of sustainable farming through our innovative organic fertilizer. Good day. The rising, The rising cost of fertilizer these days is a threat to Africa's food system, making it very unaffordable for our smallholder farmers in the country. I introduce to you AgroStars. We process organic waste and agricultural waste into biofertilizers for smallholder farmers like Auntie Esi. Auntie Esi has been struggling with this issue of declining soil quality and high fertilizer costs. Auntie Esi is not the only one facing this issue. She is the face of hundreds and thousands of smallholder farmers in the country who face this issue. According to Greenovate Innovations Africa, Africa produces about 1 million tons of organic waste annually. Fertilizer prices have tripled since 2020, making it very unaffordable for smallholder farmers who provide over 60% of the food supply in Africa. The use of these synthetic fertilizers has caused the emission of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, making it very threatening to our health. Our solution is very simple but impactful. We are helping Auntie Esi. At AgroStars, we produce low-cost fertilizer from organic materials and agricultural waste. With this, we are saving the farmers money, reducing the cost on chemical fertilizer by 30%. The use of our organic fertilizer reduces the amount of chemical pollution in the environment by 60%. And also, the valorization of waste of organic waste and agricultural waste turns the problem into a solution, helping the planet and helping the farmer, as well as making profits for ourselves. So how does it work? We source our raw materials from our farmers, we segregate and treasure them. We use our innovation, which is the aerated static power system, to help our decomposition process. These treasured raw materials are packed into our bioreactor. After 21 days of inoculation and processing, our biofertilizers are ready, packaged, and sent to the farmers like Auntie Esi. At AgroStars, for farmers like Auntie Esi, we are delivering cost effectiveness. We are saving the farmer a cost of 50% on fertilizer. Also, we are boosting yields. We are increasing the crop yield of the farmer by 60%. And also, on top of it, we are very convenient. Next slide. Okay. So here, as we grow, we are increasing the profit margin of over 500 smallholder farmers by 65%. We are improving the soil health of over 500 acres of farmland in the next 2 years of production. We are reducing environmental pollution, we are reducing carbon footprint, and we are creating over 10,000 jobs. In our competitors, we are distinctive. Our cost is very low. At a price of 3.40, we are very affordable to the smallholder farmer. We are eco-friendly and we are easy to use. We are collaborating with the Kosmos Innovation Center for funding and capacity building, with the MOFA for certification and registration, and also with the CSIR for scientific validation. Our total available market in Africa alone is $5.5 billion. Of the $1.16 billion of our serviceable addressable market in Ghana, we are tapping into it by 20%, which is worth $24 million. We are going to the market through partnering with extension officers, NGOs, and farmer association groups like the Abusia Farmers Association. We are relying on paid ads on social media for our B2B customers. We are leveraging on direct sales, partnerships, and B2B. With our cost of production of 50 kg to be $1.86, our price of product is 3.40, with a whopping profit of 27%. Here is our cash flow statement for our sales, total cash inflows, total cash outflows, and our net cash flows, respectively. Here is our financial projection on the cost of how we produce our affordable biofertilizers. With a steady growth of 6%, we aim to break even in the third quarter of the third year of production. Here's our roadmap. In the quarter 3 of 2024, we collaborated with our partners, that's the NGO and the extension officers. In the quarter 4 of 2024, we developed our MVP, which is still going under testing. In the quarter 2 of 2025, we are scaling up our business on a demo farm to attract farmers. And in the quarter 3 of 2025, we are successfully launching our business. Meet my team, the brains behind this idea. Osman Kadiri, with a 5-year experience in farming, food processing, and process aggregation. He is our team lead and communication lead. Meet Ahiable Jude, with a 3-year experience in architectural technology, digital marketing, and graphic design. He is our marketing lead. And me, Emon Isifafa Loretta, with a 3-year experience in agronomy. I am the production lead. Okay, so here is our demo, and that's our mini bioreactor on our field. We load it with our trash raw materials, we inoculate, make sure the microorganisms do their job. Now that's our blower. When we install the blower, it pumps air into the bioreactor, causing the warm air to circulate. When the warm air circulates, it causes the microorganisms to do their job. And in 21 to 30 days, our biofertilizer is ready for the market. We receive this biofertilizer, we use the coarse ones for mulch, and we package the very fine ones for smallholder farmers, like Auntie AC. At AgroStars, we are not only a business, we are a movement promoting sustainable farming. We urge you, and you to collaborate with us to transform Africa and Ghana in agriculture through our smallholder farmers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, AgroStars from HTU. Amma.
Thank you very much. The plants you have, can you tell us about them?
Okay, thank you so much. This plant is about 7 weeks old now, and this was planted with AgroStars BioFert, and this is an inorganic fertilizer, which I want to reserve the name, and this is another organic fertilizer, and this is the control. So
Okay, and which particular plant is this?
This is capsicum, sweet pepper, the green pepper, the big ones. Yeah. 7 weeks, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You and I were not there. But we believe you.
This one, this is the control.
Yeah, so it's still a
Meaning
dwarf.
there is nothing, we didn't add any source of fertilizer, just the raw soil. Yes, it's now
needs,
coming up.
It needs,
Yes.
what's the name?
It's the same soil we used.
AgroStars. Okay.
Baba.
You've told us about the fertilizer. Can you tell us the composition? Which one is nitrogen? All those things. Because you are telling us, when I'm going to buy from one of your competitors, I know I'm buying either a fertilizer that has more ammonia or that. And then, as a farmer, an enlightened farmer, I don't just apply fertilizer. I look at the conditions of my soil and then, or the condition of the plant. So tell us so that when you are selling, the people know exactly what they are buying. Is it a fertilizer or it is a soil amendment product that has fertilizer-like effect? Yes. Do that part of the discussion.
Well, it's a soil amender, but it has fertilizer properties because when you look at the NPK in this, we have the N5, the P3.5, and the K4.5. And it has a pH between 5.8 to 7.4. Then also it has, because we are concentrating on putting microorganisms back into the soil, because according to Dr. Erling Engham and Professor Harrison Smith, the soil contains 65% of the nutrients the plant needs. But what the soil is lacking is the microorganisms to break these nutrients into a bioavailable form for the plant. So we populate this thing with a mycorrhizal fungi to create a balance between the bacteria and the fungal ratio. So when you look at our product, we have a bacteria to fungal ratio to be 5:1. Because most of the soil we've tested, we realized that the soils are rather populated with bacteria. So we are populating the mycorrhizal fungi to balance the bacteria-fungi ratio, so that we're not just feeding the soil, we're feeding the plant and feeding the soil as well.
So now you are coming. Because that farmer who is living in that village, you may think that he doesn't know. Some of them have applied fertilizer and they tell you, I'm not going to apply fertilizer again. They look at drought conditions and then the plants just wither. The areas that they don't apply, they tell you, no, this one. And so reposition the product to bring out its features as a soil amendment rather than an ordinary fertilizer. Okay. The other one, all of you, all the ones who are looking at fertilizer and weed control, biological weed control chemicals, you haven't mentioned EPA. You cannot do anything with this without your registration with EPA. So take note as one of your partners, all of you, not just this group.
All right. Well done.
Thank you.
You were really tensed, eh? And I think you were pretty confident. Yeah, you were just standing there. I was like, who is this suspicious guy? But after you took the mic, your depth of knowledge is impressive. So well done. Don't shy away from presenting next time if you can. Thank you. All right, so that said, it's okay. It's okay. Mokra. That said, a camera, move small. You see the 4 containers by themselves, they tell a story. But then when you speak to them, the story is different. I thought that you're coming to say first week, second week, third week, fourth week of the same thing. So it would be great if, for demonstrative purposes, you don't put the same color. You could have done red, green, blue, and then now yours comes. All right, so we know that, okay, it's different. So it's easy to explain and it's easy to understand. But, you know, organic fertilizer has been all over the place, but then this really looks cool. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Agro stars. Maxwell.
And in the future, your demo this should be your demo, showing the utilization, not so much about how you make your biochar. So show us the planting the first week, and then you have your control and others. That is the demonstration we have to see, not so much about how you're making your fertilizer.
Thank you. Peter.
I think that to support your product development, you should try applying your compost on different soil environments. Okay, so you can choose, look at the soil history, and then you can choose, say, a place in the north, try it there, a Galamsey site. Galamsey environment restoration is quite a big thing now. Try it there, and then choose a couple of other places so that you can test for how well it helps to restore that particular environment. That's one. Number 2, how quickly it loses its nutrients. Okay, because all of these things help, especially the plantations and governments, to plan on how the extent to which to engage you. Okay, and then, yeah, you can take it up from there.
Thank you, Peter.
Just a second, to support what Peter has just said. The CSIR, Institute of Scientific and Technological Information, they have come up with, they've mapped the whole pH of the country. And I can give you the link so that it helps you in doing that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's appreciate Agro Stars all the way from HTU. Emon Joy of UCC. Can we have you? Let's appreciate and welcome them. Yaba nakamuba ya namu di posinabi abreye. Emon Joy from UCC. You have to be up there. Let's start now. Oh, you are not pitching. This is your pitch. Ideation team, are we ready? Emon Joy, you have 7 minutes and it starts now.
Mr. Youngson, you look good. What is the secret?
Let me tell you, levels have changed you. Right now, I'm a big man. My vegetables are in high demand. I've started exporting to Nigeria. Even last 2 days, I sent my shipment to Rangish. You cry, you don't even know Rangish. Let me tell you, Rangish is Europe's largest vegetable wholesale market. My shipment is there. Very soon I'll be the second Elon Musk in Africa here. You all watch.
Elon Musk.
A minute. They are calling me. Yes, hello? Yeah. What? Hey. I'm doomed.
Why?
They've rejected my shipment. They said they found traces of chemicals from the synthetic pesticides I use. How am I going to pay back my loan? What about even the health of my customers? Don't buy from me again.
I have good news for you. Have you heard of Emon Joy?
Emon Joy? Who are they?
Emon Joy is an organization that produces organic pesticides for vegetable farming.
Shockingly, this is not just about Mr. Youngson, as you just witnessed, but it is a global concern, and worse to be precise, in Ghana. Are you aware that over 60% of vegetable crop yield is lost annually to pests and diseases? And farmers, in their quest to address this, resort to the use of synthetic pesticides, which contribute to over 70% of environmental pollution, as reported by the EPA. Notwithstanding, over 97% of vegetable farmers like Mr. Youngson, who intend selling their produce at the international market, are restricted simply because of these pesticides they use. Most devastating, over 60% of health problems in Ghana are traceable to pesticide poisoning, reported by the WHO. To finish, a research conducted by Professor M.D. Wasim from the Indian Institute of Research for Pesticide Toxicology reported that over 1 million people across the globe die out of pesticide poison, of which you and I are victims. We all can attest to the fact that since the onset of this program, we've been eating vegetables from breakfast, lunch to supper. But don't be scared. Emon Joy is here to bring an end to this nightmare, producing an edible, organic, eco-friendly, affordable, and highly efficient pesticide using our own local materials, that is the neem, lemongrass, and other plants that will be used to control pests. You might be wondering how a pesticide could be edible. Of course, it is in the sense that when you ingest it or it spills on your skin, you will not be harmed as the synthetic pesticides do. Doing this is very simple yet technical, and that is why we are here for you. It involves sourcing of our raw materials, extracting the active ingredients from these raw materials, formulating it, which is the technical aspect, bottling it in our 500 ml bottle, distributing it where our farmers get it. Then they follow the directions on our label and spray it on their vegetable farm to get rid of stubborn and notorious vegetable crop pests, such as aphid, cabbage worms, the diamond bark moth, as well as pepper thrips, which are very hazardous to vegetable crops. Our product is edible. On top, it is organic, eco-friendly, highly efficient. On top, it is affordable. What else are you waiting for? We are not just here to make money with our pesticide, but our goal is to restore the joy of our farmers by helping them increase the revenue of the smallholder farmers to at least 35%, creating over 200 plus job opportunities for our people in our communities. On top, we are promoting climate smart and eco-friendly vegetable farming, which has been a long-term challenge in Ghana. Just what? We are increasing the availability of chemical-free vegetables where you and I can have access to without the fear of death associated with the consumption of synthetic pesticides, vegetables that are available in the market today. We are not ignorant of the few competitors in the market, but our product, as I mentioned, it is edible, It is highly efficient, and on top, it is affordable. As we are in this journey, we are not alone, but we are backed by strong partners and collaborators, which include the University of Cape Coast, the D-Hub, the Kosmos Innovation Center, FDA, and then the PWG farms to make this dream a reality. Upon carefully analyzing the vegetable market size using model intelligence, the total vegetable market size in West Africa is worth $0.95 billion. Scaling it down to Ghana, the serviceable addressable market size is worth $55.9 million, of which we are tapping into 18.8%, which is $10.5 million, covering the 3 regions, Central, Western, and Greater Accra regions. We intend to make our product available in the market by first creating awareness of our product, where farmers will get to know through radio and community center broadcasts, exhibitions. Then it will be made available in the market through agrochemical shops, sales agents that will be partnering with, then various agri-departments of academic institutions. Guess what? We are selling our product directly to our farmers and by wholesale at an affordable cost of 45 Ghana cedis. Just imagine, 45 Ghana cedis with no side effects at a production cost of 31.7 Ghana cedis. And we are making a profit margin of 41.7%. What else are you waiting for? On top, we have women at heart, and we are giving them 2 free bottles when they buy 10 from us. This is to impact them and encourage women here to go into organic vegetable farming so they can also sell and make money in the international market. Shown here is our cash flow statement ranging from the 4th quarter of 2024 to the 3rd quarter of 2025. And the cash flow chart shows that within this short period, we will not be making our break even, but projecting to the 4th quarter of 2025, moving forward to the 1st and 2nd quarter of 2026, we'll be hitting the break even point. Right now, we've already done our market research. We've developed our MVP as you've seen. We've tested it. The results you are seeing here was what happened on the farm. Lab test has been done. Field test has been done. We are not just giving you stories, but we are giving you facts that has been proven. And the product has been effective consistently over 10 different farms we applied. By the 1st quarter of 2025, we'll be doing business registration and certification so that we can sell locally and internationally. By the 2nd quarter, we'll be securing our production side and going into full product launch. And the 3rd quarter, we'll be doing traceability analysis and assessing the impact of our product on our customers. Meet the joyful team. Myself, Mbawin Alali, a BSc Industrial Chemistry graduate with 5 years experience in chemistry, research, chemical and industrial processes with a joyful
Agnes Joy, a BSc Agribusiness student with 2 years experience in crop health and marketing.
I'm Simon Etonam Felice, the IT and technical lead, a computer science graduate with 6 years experience in graphic design and branding. So we watch a short demo of how our product works.
It involves sourcing of our raw materials, extracting the active ingredients from these raw materials, formulating it, and spraying it on our targeted vegetable paste. This was on the field. You can see for yourself the cabbage slugs, the cabbage worms. They cannot withstand this product. You can see the cabbage worm is gone, as you are seeing here. What else are you waiting for? Farmers have already started using our product. Join us.
Let's restore the joy of our farmers. Let's impact vegetable farming 1 bottle at a time. Emon Joy.
The farmer's joy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Echo.
All right. Well done. The energy is... I mean, I can imagine a typical meeting in your office where you come with all the energy and then he just dulls it down for you and then you have to raise it up and dulls it down. And then you are just in the middle trying to manage an interesting team. All right, so it's exciting, right? But do you have any certifications, any testing done to show that all the claims you are making are actually true? Because you say things like no side effect. You say things like it's safe on your skin. You say things like it's edible. You say things like, what are you waiting for? Do you have any proof of these claims? It would be great to see them.
Okay, thank you for the question. right now, the proof you want to get is what we are working on. That is from FDA and the Ghana Standards Authority, but we've not yet gotten it. But this was a project I started working with my professor 2 years ago, where the target was on 4 armyworms. But we got to realize that the vegetable aspect is more serious than that side. So we dived into this aspect. And then we've not yet gotten the certification yet. And if everything is ready, you will get to know. Thank you.
Matthew.
I think it's a good effort. I want you to go back to your market survey. Yeah. So what market are you looking at? Is it the vegetable market or the pesticide market?
This is a vegetable market, please.
Okay. So maybe you want to look at the size of the pesticide market, the organic side, because that's what you are producing. That's where you want to know where your competition is. And so this is a much bigger market than the product you're dealing with. So, but just give it a go, look at it, and try and use that, because that may even have an influence on the revenues that you are projecting. Okay, that's a good job.
So you can find out how much they spend on pesticide in that market, because like you said, the 10.5 is the total you get from the vegetable market in Ghana. So how much of that? And then that actually will make your target. Do you get it? Because that's the amount that you want to get some of. But this one would excite you, but then that's not really the target size. You understand?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Ibrahim.
And that's where you need the CSIR Soil Research Institute. They do have one of the best laboratories in the country in terms of vegetable testing, even for export, those who want to export. And at the same time, to CSIR Crop Research Institute could be of help to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Peter.
How many insects and at what stage of the insect life cycle have you tried it on? Is it broad spectrum? Is it for soft-bodied insects, etc.? And what has been the success rate?
Thank you for the question. The ones we've shown to you here, that's the larvae of the cabbage black mold. And then it is actually at the larval stage that the destruction is very high. And at that point, the concentration we've used here, maximum is 10 seconds. But based on the dilution we'll be giving to the farmers, it will take them 1 hour because we'll reduce the concentration so that it will not have side effects on the plant. Because when the concentration is actually higher, the plant leaves will wither when you spray daytime. And then the targeted vegetable pests, for now, the ones that we've experimented on, is the cabbage slugs, the cabbage worm, aphids, pepper thrips, and then the diamond back of cabbage, as well as the cabbage worms. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from Baba.
I'm a bit concerned with one of, you haven't told me, but one, I suspect one of your active ingredients is citronella. It's so up there. So as I was sitting down, I said, are we looking at a mosquito repellent? And because it repels even mosquito, it doesn't kill them. So when it comes to cabbage worms, is this really going to be the one to kill the cabbage worms? So you may look at that ingredient, because if I'm going to the shop to buy, immediately I'm like, no, I'm familiar with this fragrance, and this is what it does. So try and then do something about it. Otherwise, we may be using it for the different purpose. I'm not sure whether yeah, we've heard used it in different ways, but as to whether we can eat it, So it will throw me off. Do you understand it? Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's
Thank you
appreciate
so much.
Emon Joy from UCC. Thank you. Aho. Yes, all the way from UDS, we have Gpath. Gpath. Let's welcome them. Ideation team, are we good? Are you ready? Okay, Gpath, let's start.
Good day, everyone. As an animal farmer, you wake up to find that a preventable disease has wiped out a significant portion of your livestock, leaving your family and community in crisis. But what if I tell you we can and want to change that? My name is Shamsia Titiaka, marketing lead for Gpath, where we address high animal mortality rates in Ghana with specialized test kits for early disease diagnosis. By blending modern technology with traditional farming, our kits empower farmers and veterinarians to take timely action and protect livestock, strengthening Ghana's agricultural future. Mbatanko, a cattle farmer, noticed that for the past 6 days, 23 of his cattle had been drooling and had developed lesions in their mouths. Concerned, he called Madame Rose, a veterinarian in the area. After conducting physical examination, she diagnosed the cattle with foot and mouth disease and promptly administered the necessary treatments and vaccinations. Unfortunately, following the vaccinations, 3 of the cattle died and 3 were left infertile. These side effects led to further investigations. Lab tests later confirmed that the cattle were actually suffering from PPR, not foot and mouth disease. These side effects, including death and infertility, were as a result of a dangerous reaction between the vaccine and the disease-causing agents. Veterinarians in Ghana often rely on trial and error and clinical science to manage various animal health conditions, particularly when diagnostic tools are not available, leading to about 60% losses of these animals. We are developing a multi-disease on one rapid test kit for foot and mouth disease and PPR in cattle and other small ruminants to enable early detection and ensure accurate and timely treatment. This is how we make it. We begin by sourcing the target antigen specific to the disease we want to detect. We source corn stover from our farmers and process it to create a nitrocellulose membrane, an essential component of our test kit. We prepare the conjugate pad and then carefully assemble all components, including the membrane, in our test kits. After running quality control checks to ensure accuracy, we package the final product, ready for distribution. All that professionals like Madame Rose need to do is secure the suspected animal and gently prick with the lancet provided in the test kit. Apply the sample to the test kit, and results will be displayed within 5 to 10 minutes. Our test kits offer unmatched reliability and accuracy, is easy to use, is cost-effective, and offers timely intervention. For our test kits, early disease detection helps in mitigating severe disease outbreak. We will create jobs directly and indirectly for people in the next 5 years. Unlike our competitors, Gpath offers a unique advantage. We have a multi-disease on one test kit. Our cost per unit is $0.32. Our kits are locally made, and is visually intuitive. Every successful business thrives on strong partnerships, and that is why we'll be happy collaborating with Kosmos Innovation Center, UDS Business Innovation and Incubation Center, CSIR, among others, throughout our journey. The animal biosecurity market is rapidly growing with a total available market of $1.7 billion. The West Africa represents our serviceable addressable market, which is valued at $300 million, and we aim to capture a share of Ghana's serviceable obtainable market, which is worth $18.2 million in the next 5 years. To achieve this, we will need a constant supply of corn stover. According to Ministry of Food and Agriculture, there are over 800,000 maize farmers in the northern region, and we are confident that support from just 0.5% of these 800,000 maize farmers will be enough to meet our needs. To reach farmers, we rely on partnerships and collaborations, digital marketing, participation in trade shows and industry conferences. We'll be using an indirect and a direct sales revenue model with a B2B and a B2C business solution. Our selling price per unit is $0.32, a cost of production of $0.24, and a profit margin of 25%. We are on a course to making money, but we will break even in the second quarter of 2025. Looking ahead, we are moving from concept development this year to prototype development, and then on to small-scale manufacturing by early 2025 with continual enhancements based on farmers' feedback. Led by Hussein Adams as our business development lead, Dr. Abukari Sadiq as our operations and finance lead, Christopher as our productions lead, and I, Shamsia Titiaka, as the marketing and communications lead. Please, our demo. Livestock farming is pivotal for livelihoods across the world, but for many farmers, it comes with heartbreaking challenges. Diseases often claim the lives of countless animals every year, threatening the very foundation of their livelihoods. One of the biggest challenges in animal farming is that many diseases present similar clinical signs. This often leads to misdiagnosis, wrong treatments, and sometimes tragic losses. At Gpath Technologies, we are changing this narrative. We've developed a revolutionary rapid test kit that provides accurate diagnosis in seconds. My name is Shamsia Titiaka, co-founder of Gpath Technologies. Our mission is to revolutionize livestock farming by equipping farmers and veterinarians with tools needed for fast and accurate decisions. Our test kits are made through a meticulous process. We begin by sourcing the target antigen specific to the disease we want to detect. We source corn stover from our local farmers and process it to create a nitrocellulose membrane, the heart of our test kits. We then prepare the conjugate pad and then carefully assemble all components, including the membrane, into our test kits and ready for packaging. For farmers and veterinarians, it's simple. Break the animal and place a drop of blood onto the test kits and wait for just 10 minutes. One line means negative, double line means positive. It's that easy. This is more than just a business. It's a revolution. We are empowering farmers to save their livelihood, their livestock, and their future. Join us in creating a better world for livestock farmers. Together, we can create a difference. Gpath Technologies, revolutionizing livestock farming. Detect early, act fast. Thank you. With Gpath's innovative solution, we are not just addressing animal health, we are safeguarding livelihoods and bolstering agricultural economy. Every kit we deliver empowers professionals like Madame Rose to act swiftly, transforming the care they provide to the success they achieve. Stand with us in combating animal diseases, because when our farmers succeed, our entire community flourishes. Gpath Technologies, detects early, acts fast. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Mavis.
Well done, team. A young lady, your eloquence is admirable.
Thank you.
Anyways, please, can you come and interpret the results for us?
All right, so as you can see, it's a double window test kit. The control line is up there at the C. The 1 is for PPR, and the 2 is for FMD. So we had this sample at Ponta Mali, what's the name? Ponta Mali Laboratory, Animal Laboratory. And then we transported it here. And then I did the test here for you to see. It's a double window test kit. So maybe I can show it around.
So what does it So what does it mean?
So,
Like a single line? I think we heard that.
So
one line means what, negative?
Yes, and double lines means positive.
So this is what, negative?
This is positive. You
Is it double line?
It's triple. Because we are, look at here. Be careful. So you can see, yes, they are fainted lines.
Okay. So this is positive, right?
Yes, please.
So this means
Medical
it
laboratory
works.
science.
Oh, okay.
Let me show it around.
All right, thank you.
See, you can see the fainted line over there.
Ibrahim?
No, okay. Thank you very much for the inspirational presentation, and your whole how you're looking is really nice. So, particularly for the lady amongst you, I'm interested in knowing what inspired you to solve this particular problem of all the problems.
So in the northern sector, for example, cattle is largely red, and then diseases often affect it, leading to loss of the livestock, and then it gives farmers a lot of debt. So we saw it as an opportunity to create something that can help our farmers in the northern sector. If we all know in Ghana, for example, I'm not saying it's stereotype, but then look down on the northern sector. So their morale is already down. So we just need something that will just uplift their spirits.
You have Chef Falia, don't you? All right, well done.
Thank you.
Well, great. Congratulations. I think I really love this innovation. And I think over the period, we've been seeing more stuffs on crops, right? But this is quite unique. I like the fact that you are looking within your environment and trying to solve a problem. We all know there is a lot of cattle rearing up north, and of course, some part of down south. Not so long ago, I was in a workshop with CSIR, Stepri, and, we, right, so and some of the participants were cattle, herdsmen or rearers in some part of Accra, and they were complaining that they do not have any form of app, unlike the crops, which could assist them to identify some of these livestock diseases or stuff like that. So I think that this is something that would really sell if you're able to connect with the right institutions. There are a lot of them. CSR is big and large on that. Okay, you can also work with some of the private agribusiness or agricultural companies like Isoko. Okay, they pretty much, we work with all kinds of actors within the space, and then push this particular innovation and agenda through. But then one thing interesting with your presentation, the cattle or the cow we are seeing are foreign breeds. Why is it that you were scared to test it on our cattle that we see in country? It's just a slight remark though. I'm just curious to know how they react, to put that thing in their nostrils, or sort of, how does it work? Can you share a bit of light on that?
Thank you. Thank you very much for the question. I think the reason why we use this cattle is this part, the breed of cattle we rear here, they are very temperamental.
Right.
So, and we, as startups, we don't have that experience in restraining the cattle. So we didn't want, at the end of the day, we are solving a problem and we hurt ourselves. Maybe in going forward, we can find another way of restraining the cattle and we're taking it to ourselves.
Yes, because I know some of our local ones are very aggressive, and so does that suggest that you've not tried it yet on any of our cattle in country?
We've tried them.
Like how many?
We've tried them, but because we're working within time, we had to sort with this one but we've tried with the help of some expertise in restraining animals.
Right.
And it's really working.
But like I said, it's really a good technology you are bringing. It's a problem. It's a gray area of the solutions we have been given in the general agricultural value chain, to be honest. Poultry have been receiving some, sort of some concerns or support. When it comes to the cattle sector, we don't hear much or see much of innovations like this. That's what I'm really particular about. It's, workability too as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Baba.
I think you guys have done an amazing work.
Thank you.
And like Oliver, I'm going to ask for more. I'm going to challenge you to not to just look at the cattle, look at the livestock industry. So goats, pigs, poultry,
Actually,
all that.
we are looking at large and then cattle and then small ruminants like goats and sheep.
So the small ruminants and
Yes, please.
If you could extend it, because the industry, livestock industry is one of the least supported. And this particular area of taking samples and doing rapid tests is absent. Elsewhere, they would always do those things before they go to the vet to buy the drugs. But here, it's non-existent. Big poultry farms, they just go and buy antibiotics and dosing antibiotics. And the other dimension is that we are all developing resistance to antibiotics because there is abuse of it. But with this intervention, the farmer would then begin to know, okay, this is the disease and these are the antibiotics that I have to buy. It's an amazing technology that you are bringing on board.
Thank you, Baba.
Short one. The problem you face, right, in getting the sample to go through the test kits. You said they are very what? Temperamental. And it's the same problem that the cattle farmer would also face. So for me, I think that you should also look at how to evolve the innovation to a point where, there are ones that you can just touch and then you can get, right? Because imagine they have to get blood from all the animals they have. That's a lot of work, right? So then if you could evolve your test kits into something that is instant, so there's a pain or whatever, because that one, they won't, before they realize, so look at how you can make it easy.
Okay.
Because you're not the only one facing it. The one person, two people will not be able to do all. So try and evolve it a little bit more.
Thank you.
And then make it easy to use.
Ibrahim, thank you, Akko.
Very, very interesting presentation. I have just checked online and you're having very good reviews, very much interested. Wow, I'm enjoying it from very senior colleagues.
Thank you very much.
So keep it up. And CSIR Animal, when you talk about vaccines, anything to do with vaccines and animal breeding and stuff, talk to CSIR Animal Research Institute.
Thank you, Gpath. Let's appreciate them.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gpath. C. Maxwell for further feedback. C. Maxwell of Tilly's Farm. The next team all the way from TTU is Peli Natural Glow. Can we have you here? Let's appreciate them.
Two microphones. You give one to them, hold one here in case of any issue, swap. Whoever will be scrolling or whatever should use this.
Peli Natural Glow all the way from TTU, Takoradi Technical University. Are we ready? AKA Uhubeye Nome. Are you ready? Ideation team, are we ready? Okay, let's start.
Whilst many consider cocoa pod hacks to be waste, entrepreneurs and startups can reuse these available materials to produce a unique product which are eco-friendly and also provide additional income to cocoa farmers and startups. Today, I will share with you a compelling story of innovation, sustainability, and opportunity. Meet Emily, a stunning model and a content creator who has been finding it difficult to find effective natural skin and hair care products for the past 2 years. Despite trying numerous brands, she's been faced with skin struggles and hair errors like skin discomfort, rashes, hair loss, and also dandruffs. Unfortunately, Emily is not the only person facing this thing. Do you know that according to Nielsen 2021, Ghana produces about 858,720 tons of cocoa pod hacks annually, within which potash is a hidden treasure being ignored by many, hence emitting greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change, and also lack of additional income to cocoa farmers. It has also been noticed that there is presence of harsh chemicals in skin and hair care products on the Ghanaian market, hence damaging our health and also the environment. In the heart of Africa, where cocoa blooms, Peli Natural comes into the picture by processing these cocoa pod hacks, extracting potash, crafted for our signature black soap, coupled with other Agro byproducts to produce cosmetics like bar soap, shower gel and shampoo combo, hand soap, etc., to nourish, to promote a radiant glow, and also to prevent sunburns. This is how we roll. After we have carefully produced our product, I can tell you that Emily can confidently use our product by applying it on her face, hands, body.
Our innovative product offers quality assurance, unique texture and appearance, excellent skin and hair care, and it gives you at least 30% cost saving. We are committed to creating a positive impact, and that is why we support our farmers with additional income based on tonnage of cocoa pod hacks we receive. We create at least 30 direct and indirect jobs for both youth and women. We cut down on climate action by 350 megatons per production, and finally support marginalized groups, thus people living with disability. Now, Emily depends on us with eco-friendly practices to provide sustainable products, affordable pricing, and diverse range of products with gentle skin formulations. We are not walking this journey alone, and that is why we are collaborating and partnering with KIC, FDA, Gratis Foundation, Cocoa Board, TTU, Ghana Standards Authority, and of course, CSIR, which we are still in communications with.
Our term is estimated to be 4.2 billion, but we are targeting a sum of 103 billion USD dollars. We are using advertisement, social media, and exhibition as our go-to-market strategy. Now, the revenue model, a bottle of shampoo of 500 ml is sold at 60 cedis with a selling price of 15 Ghana cedis. A bottle of our shower gel of 250 ml is sold at 45 cedis with a profit margin of 15 Ghana cedis. A 6-pack of our soap is sold at 45 cedis with a profit margin of 10 Ghana cedis. A body scrub of 45 cedis with a profit margin of 15 Ghana cedis. And a hand shower gel of 250 ml is sold at 30 cedis with a profit margin of 10 Ghana cedis. Now, the revenue model. Per our cash flow and outflow, we are estimated to project an amount of 80,871 by the end of the third quarter.
Per our financial projection, Peli Natural is aiming to break even in the third quarter of 2025. Peli Natural is doing a lot, yet more is to be done. We have successfully been able to register our business. We've done our market research and also our MVP testing. During our product testing sales, we've been able to sold an amount of 2,300 Ghana cedis of our products. In the first quarter of 2025, our products will be in the final stage of FDA testing. We are going to acquire machines for our large-scale production. Then finally, in the third quarter of 2025, we are going to scale up our production by export expansion. Building on the wisdom of an Akan proverb, that is, Stirukun Kwejina, our leadership comprises Mr. Pius Enukujo, who is our business lead and also an agriculturalist with 5 years working experience. Myself, Finisam Akwa, who is a finance lead and also an entrepreneur with 3 years working experience. Isaac Bless Kamasa, who is our production lead and also a Medilab scientist with 2 years working experience. Then finally, Lois Sam Akwa, who is our quality assurance lead and also a cosmetologist with 3 years working experience.
Hello, ideation team and investors. We are saying that if you invest in Peli Natural, you are not just investing in the jockey, but you're investing in the sustainable development and well-being of the future generation. In the background is our demo playing. Enjoy. Thank you.
Natural product feels so good on the skin and soothing. With Peli Naturals, my hair and hands feel so good and refreshing.
Peli Natural Glow. Peli Natural Glow. Peli Natural Glow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very good presentation. Can you go to your financial? Yeah. Okay. Now, per your customer management pipeline information, you got it right, spot on. 2,300 CDs made from 15 customers, averaging 153.33 CDs. What is the strategy? Are you looking at having the pack sold for that? And second question, why am I not seeing the 2,300 reported here as a cash sale, either for Q4 or Q1?
Thank you very much for the question. Actually, we are in the first quarter, and it's in the first quarter that we made the sales. So our cash sales for the 2,300 Ghana cedis is what we converted into the dollars. That's giving us the $143.75.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And then the strategy.
Okay, so actually now we are not selling in packs. We are selling it in singles. But some people prefer the shower and shampoo combo plus the scrubs with the hand gel. So any that the person wants, we just give it out. So we have prices for each of our products.
Okay, Amma.
Okay, so I did try your... I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. It feels good.
Thank you very much.
But I have questions, and I have to commend I love, this is like my favorite, the color, the design, I love it, the cover. But I have a question about the content. So I see this is a scrub for skin and face. And I see that you have black soap in it. And I'm wondering, I thought that's supposed to be too harsh for face.
Thank you very much. So actually, potash is not only derived from cocoa potash. We have other ingredients that we can derive potash from. But we are using the cocoa potash. And the cocoa potash, we don't burn it. When we bent it, the one we tried, it was very dark. So the TTU laboratory, they helped us in just reducing the color. So they asked us not to bend it. We just milled it. Then that was what we used to produce our signature black soap. So the black soap involved is not just the normal black soap, but it is our signature black soap.
Thank you. Echo.
All right. Cosmetic industry is already very flooded, right? And as much as you are making use of cocoa waste and everything, that's impactful. But that industry is tough. So you need to be able to stand out from the beginning.
Okay.
One thing I like is the smell of your product.
Thank you very much.
Because we've had cocoa, pineapple extract products that did not smell too good, but yours kind of like smelled pretty good. So,
thank you very much.
You need to stand out with your branding. This branding is boring. Just because you are using cocoa does not mean you have to do public school uniform products. All right? Okay. At least have some international school branding as well.
Okay.
Make it colorful, make it exciting, and okay. I'm sure it will be easy for people to.
Okay, thank you.
My last one is, of course, the top is nice. I don't like the branding too much, but the top is nice. But the color, some yellow is what, turmeric?
Yes, please.
But, I mean, even when the lady was washing, the whole thing was yellow. It would take too much time, and people would just stay away from it. So why that?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. With turmeric, it's very good for the skin. It helps in whitening the skin.
But does it have to be so difficult to use?
So we will work on it. By the time we get to the program, I'm sure you will see that.
Please work on it.
Okay,
are you a pastor?
Yes.
You're a pastor, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Then your church members will be the first clients, right?
Thank you.
Right, well done.
Thank you very much.
Okay, your product is good. My concerns. So there is a very one product, they're using the same thing, and it appears your name, your brand name, is closer in pronunciation. And then your colors are also closer to them. So you have to try, research more on the ones that are out there and then see how you can.
Okay, thank you very much.
And then your packaging. If you're doing soap and shower gel, one of the things that I was also expecting is that, you know, the hotels and the guest houses, they put them in these smaller things.
Yes, please.
Will you consider doing that?
We've considered, but
yes.
The packages weren't ready. That's why we couldn't.
Okay, so it's something that can move you in
Thank you
especially
very much.
the ones that are coming and branding as ecotourism something, you know.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Mavis?
Please, the shampoo and shower gel combo.
That's your fast-moving product.
Yes,
I'll
please.
tell you to put 80% of your effort and money into that.
Okay.
Don't be too fixated on doing too many things.
Okay.
If that sells, make sure everybody knows.
Okay.
And based on that, when you introduce other things, people will just jump on it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mavis?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I think you're twins, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well done. I think the fragrances that you used are really cool. And also, I'm thinking, you know, since Christmas is coming, you could actually develop hampers from, you know, the variants of products that you have and put it out there. And I think you mentioned that you're collaborating with one
please,
of the...
we want it to... the packages that we... Okay, thank you. The packages that our products are inside are from one of our teams from TTU. Greenovate. They will come just right after us. So we've partnered with them. So those who want in bulk, we just package them inside the Greenovate package for them.
And I think that is impressive. We should, you know, collaborate and work together.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you very much.
Yes, congratulations once again. I also admire your outfit.
Thank you.
It looks more good.
We did it ourselves. We are also,
Wow. You must be, I see you are twins. You must be Penny.
No, Kakra.
Kakra. Okay. Nice one. So just a quick one on your raw materials acquisition. I know Ghana is a major producer of cocoa, and the cocoa husk, is pretty much in those areas where they produce the cocoa. In your delivery, I know you are focusing on this product and looking at the market size and all that, but just to draw your attention or for us to think out loud about the the raw material aspect, how readily are they available and how far are you going to source the raw materials? At least, are you guaranteed that you are going to get the raw materials you need in a cost-effective way?
Yes, please. So in our problem statement, we got to know that according to Nelson 2021, Ghana produces 858,720 tons of cocoa pod husks, which goes waste annually. So if we are looking at the number of tons that goes waste, it means our raw materials are readily for us and we can get it each day, anytime that we need in the production. And also we are collaborating with Cocoa Board, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So don't just make that. I know, yes, in terms of the big numbers, the tons, it's almost getting close to 1 million, which is fine. But you would also agree with me that there are other actors who also cannot produce this, and even this is exportable.
Yes,
you understand?
Yes.
So just pay attention to that aspect too as well, just for the purpose of sustainability, of your business. And like my colleague also suggested, this will be a very beautiful package for a hamper. You can talk to KIC. Who knows? Maybe they can.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Pelly Natural Glow.
Yeah.
Can we appreciate them? Thank you. Let's appreciate them, please. The next team we have is also from TTU, Greenovate Solutions. Greenovate Solutions.
Take the microphone. Since we've called them, let's make them efficient. Okay, let's have some 5 minutes break and then come back. Yes, it's 12:30 now, so 12:35, please. Let's get back. Thank you.
my timekeeper. Hello?
Hello.
Can we have some silence, please? We want to start. Let's start.
Greenovate Solutions.
Go green, stay clean.
Greenovate Solutions.
Go green, stay clean. My curiosity drives me to ask, is plastic food packaging convenient or a curse? Can we afford to ignore the negative impact of traditional plastic food packaging on our health and the environment? Greetings to you, everyone. My name is Sarah Nyanzu, and I'm pitching on behalf of Greenovate Solution. Miss Chef Jennifer, a chef at a leading restaurant in Takoradi, who is concerned about the negative impact of plastic packaging on her customers. So she's determined to protect the health of her customers and protect the environment. So she seeks for reliable, affordable, eco-friendly products to replace traditional plastic packaging. She believes that eco-friendly packaging can boost the reputation of her brand, protect the health of her customers, and the environment as a whole. This is not only Chef Jennifer's concern, it's a global concern. The World Health Organization has done a research and found out that toxic chemicals such as the BPA, phthalates, and microplastics, which leach from our plastic food packaging into our food and water resource, contaminated, cause hormonal imbalance in pregnant women, the plastic as a whole.
Ahoya!
Ahoya!
Yama!
Yama!
Yama! Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Stay clean. Stay clean.
Okay, sir.
Greenovate Solutions.
Go green, stay clean.
Greenovate Solutions.
Go green, stay clean. My curiosity drives me to ask, is plastic food packaging convenient or a curse? Can we afford to ignore the negative impact of traditional plastic food packaging on our health and the environment? Greetings to you, everyone. My name is Sarah Nyanzu, and I'm pitching on behalf of Greenovate Solution. Miss Chef Jennifer, a chef at a leading restaurant in Takoradi, who's concerned about the negative impact of plastic packaging on her customers. She's aimed to protect the health of her customers and the environment. She seeks for reliable, affordable, eco-friendly packaging to replace traditional plastic packaging. She believes that eco-friendly packaging can boost the reputation of her brand and protect the health of her customers and the environment as a whole. This is not just only Chef Jennifer's concern, it's a global concern. Research done by the World Health Organization shows that toxic chemicals such as microplastic, BPA, and phthalates, which contaminate our food and water resources, increase cancer risk, cause hormonal imbalance in pregnant women. The plastic as a whole pollutes our environment. Nowadays, fishermen are not catching fishes, but instead, plastic. Isn't this concerning?
It is.
This is where Greenovate solution comes in. We are transforming our cultural waste such as rice husks and straws into sustainable food packaging to replace the use of traditional plastic packaging. Our product is biodegradable, it's eco-friendly, and microwave safe. I'm sure you wonder how it works. We source our raw materials, we extract them and process them into plant-based polymer. You blend them and mold them into the various shapes you have on your tables. We do rigorous testing to check how quality our product is. We then send it off to the market. Chef Jennifer is not our only target customers. We have eco-conscious consumers, of which research has proven that young professionals between the age of 25 to 45, of which 73% are millennials and Gen Zs, are willing to purchase eco-friendly products at a premium price. We have restaurants and wine shops. We have government and non-governmental organizations. The value we are offering is our product is eco-friendly, it is health-friendly, it is branded based on our customer preferences. The impact you are creating on the economy and the community is that you are increasing revenue streams for farmers, you are reducing plastic food packaging by 10% in the Western region, then we are creating job opportunity. In our first year, 12 direct and 50 direct job opportunity. Our competitors are Delcobac and Everpack, of which they are also into biodegradable products. But what makes our product stand out is it is microwave safe, it preserves food in the long run, it is customarily branded based on our customer preferences. Sir Isaac Newton once said, in quotes, "I can see far when standing on the shoulders of the giants." These are the giants that we shoulder on. We have Kosmos Innovation Center, we have Takoradi Technical University, and of course, you are not forgetting CSIR and Peli Naturals. The market size of the packaging industry is increasing drastically over the years, of which Ghana market size is $880 million US. We are having the Western region market size to be $58.8 million US. And in 3 years, we are targeting 2% of the Western region market size to be $1.2 million US.
At this point, I'm convinced that Sarah has been able to tell you why you should join us to make this dream a reality. This is how we are going to meet eco-conscious users like you. We are going to use retail partnership, digital marketing, business-to-business sales, and collaboration with governmental agencies. Now let's talk money. As a startup, we have the potential to create a lot of products, but as a startup, we are focusing on our reusable bowls and our Husky paper bags due to the fact that when we did our market research, over 70% of the businesses that we visited were willing to purchase this product as we speak. So our Husky paper bag goes for 3 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos, with the production cost at 2 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos, putting our profit margin at 22.9%. Now to our cash flow statement. In the fourth quarter of 2024, we received $531 from KIC, which we use for our market research development and our MVP testing. In the first quarter of 2025, we are looking at working on receiving traction of $2,000 for production. In the second quarter of 2025, we're also looking at second quarter of 2025 and third quarter of 2025, we're also looking at receiving $25,000 for production. This is our cash flow chart. We believe at Greenovate Solutions that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step in the right direction. That's why we are working on our market research tool and MVP development in the fourth quarter of 2024. In the first quarter of 2025, we are working on our business registration. In the second quarter of 2025, we are setting up our facility for production. And in the third quarter of 2025, we are working on market expansion. Meet the able team behind this brilliant idea. We have Philip Kobina, who is our research lead. We also have Samuel, who is our graphic designer. We have Sarah, our finance lead, and myself, our marketing lead. Now let's watch our demo video.
Production process. We first source our raw materials and dry them from our farmers. We boil them to soften it. We then blend them in our modified blender to receive the required texture for mixing. We add water. We then sieve them in with our sieves to get the right shapes that we want. After sieving them, we dry them for 2 hours, then we get our paper. So we remove our paper from our molds and send them to a special machine that you'd see in a few seconds called our calendar. So after collecting all the papers that we've received from our dried sieves, then we send them to our calendar. So this is the calendar used to smoothen the paper for us to be able to cut them into the required shapes that we want to make our paper products. Then after that, we make our bags, and we had the handles of the bags to them, and that's how we get our products.
So at Greenovate, you are not just a team. You are a business that want to push industries and consumers towards a future where sustainability is no longer a choice but a lifestyle. Dear investors, invest in the green side of Greenovate solution for a sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you. Greenovate Solutions from TTU. Amma.
Thank you. I have a couple of questions. First of all, you use rice husk, and then did you mention plantain or banana? Which other husk?
Madam, it depends on what we want to do.
Okay.
You can see it differentiates in colors.
Okay.
So with the deep brown one, it is the rice husk. And with this one, we add a little bit of plantain fiber to it.
Plantain fiber?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, okay. Okay, it's okay. I think my...
So these ones are made by you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we did the paper and everything by ourselves.
Nice. Impressive. Impressive.
So this is a little piece of how the paper actually looks like. But then in the demo video, as you can see, that's how it's done after we finish our whole process. So that's how it's like. Yeah.
All right. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
I don't think that this technology is proprietary, right? You're not the first to do this. It exists.
Wait there. Okay.
What's happening? Talk to me. Do you own the technology from the raw material to the finished product? Is this something that already exists, or you invented the technology?
Sir, with the technology, we didn't invent it by ourselves.
Okay.
So, especially with the blender, we
Okay.
seeked it for the help of someone who's already having the blender, because it needs, the normal blenders can't blend
Not
it.
the machines, or how, the technical know-how to move the raw materials to this product. Is this something that already exists? People know it already.
So it's something that already exists, but in Ghanaian markets, in Ghana, they are not doing it.
They are not doing it. So nobody has ever tried it.
Nobody.
That's not true. Even with KIC, we've had a lot of people trying it. I mean, so many. The only difference is that your finished product seems to be smoother and ready to go and stronger than the others we've seen. So you're not the only people that have done it, right? So then, in that case, knowing that you're not the only people and the technology is not owned by you, what do you think you need to do to be able to really grow this business?
So, sir, to answer your question, I would say that the market is a very large market. And we also realize in our market research that most of the companies that our competitors, such as the Cooper and all, most of them actually import the papers that they use.
Bro, don't worry about that.
Okay.
What do you have to do to get people buying your product?
So I would say with machineries, we'd be able to produce at the capacity.
Do you have anybody giving you an order as of today?
Yes, please, sir.
How many?
700.
700 pieces?
Yes, please, sir.
And how many have you been able to produce?
Sir, Well, we received the
How
order
many
before
have you
coming
been
in.
able to produce?
So currently we've produced
None.
about 20.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, I mean, all I'm saying is it's good that you get the machine, but you remember, I think, 2 or 3 pitches before yours where they outsourced the production. You know, I think that was a mosquito coil. It was amazing. In fact, for the first time, somebody is not, if you get the money, you get the machine, it's good. But if you don't get the machine, what else? There are people who have these machines sitting there, right, doing other things that they can actually produce for you. So my concern is, one, if the technology is not proprietary, the technical know-how is not proprietary, then you need to capture the market fast enough. Now, if you have to wait for KIC money to be able to do that, it might take a bit of time. So first of all, find where, because now with even the machines you used for your demo, you could probably get a lot more people to help you get it done. Fulfill the orders the best way you can. Don't be sleeping. Get it done, and then as you grow your revenues, it will be easier for other investors beyond KIC to even give you money.
Yes, please.
Because if it's in this form and people are ordering 700, then your problem is not machines. Your problem is actually figuring out how to get it out there.
Yes, please.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
all right, thank you.
Thank you. Davis?
Well, congratulations and well done. I think this is a step in the right direction in the sense that you're definitely helping to, reduce plastic waste. And in recent times, a lot of companies are moving away from using plastic packaging to this kind of eco-friendly packaging. So really, look into the target market and position your product so that you can, Okay, so when he talks about outsourcing, it's a great way to quickly, mobilize yourself and start actually putting the product out there. You don't have to be waiting.
Yes, please.
Maxwell?
You put on one of your slides that your product preserves food. How does it do that?
So, sir,
it preserves
food for the long run. So, we are not just producing this. The reason why we didn't see our reusables is because we didn't get the mold that we need. So they are working on our mold now.
Yeah, but how does your reusable preserve food?
So we are using rice sacks, and rice sacks contain silica. It contains amorphous silica, which is a natural silica. Mm-hmm. So silica has the ability to inhibit the growth of microorganisms, which leads to food spoilage. Sorry, and also
there's a big attribution gap. You've not even tested it, and you are making claims. Just be very modest in the claims you make, because you are projecting because silica can do this, then it's too far-fetched. Thank you.
Thank you. Baba?
Your marketing and your customer, you are talking retail and that. I think you should just focus and do a B2B. Now, which school are you from?
Right, TTU.
TTU. So you have a business school there?
Yes, please.
Yes. There is the transition, and it's now a requirement for companies to report on ESG. And if you approach even TTU, if they were going to do the reporting, it's part of the things. Okay, this is what we did as part of our ESG. So that is a very big market that you can focus, rather than running around on small. I'm not saying that will not give you money, but look at the big picture. Yes, so corporate, they just come and then they do that for.
So to add up to what you are saying, we are actually focusing on, as you said, the B2B, such as hotels and restaurants who order in bulk.
Yes.
So also with the 700 pieces, we actually received the order when we were working on the packaging, the branding, which you can see on that. So because we were coming here, that's why we're not able to supply the number. But then we've spoken to our customer and we'll work on that.
But the branding, the sticker is peeling off, so please.
Yes, we will check that one too.
Ibrahim.
Because of time.
Thank you.
And that is why you need to speak to the CSIR, Institute of Scientific and Technological Information, INSTI. We have a whole department for publishing and printing with people with PhDs in packaging. So we can support you too.
Thank you. Let's appreciate Greenovate Solutions.
Ahoya!
Thank you, thank you.
Ahoya!
All the way from University of Ghana is Comfy Solutions. Let's welcome them. Comfy Solutions, University of Ghana. Are you ready? Addition to my, we're ready. Okay. Comfy. Let's go.
Good afternoon, fellow AgriTechies. Good afternoon, panel. I'm Samuel, and I'm representing Comfy Solutions today. Comfy Solutions.
Indigenous solutions for sustainable agriculture.
Did you know, according to the FAO, livestock farmers and fish farmers that prepare their own feed save up to 30% production costs? Meet Adobia. She's a smallholder fish farmer with 5 years of experience. She spends most of her time within the week preparing feed, and she employs labor-intensive processes like carrying her feed to the nearest mill, which is about 1 kilometer away. Now she has to mill the feed at the local mill and carry it back to her farm, where she spreads it on the ground and then mixes it with the help of shovels. Then she cooks the feed like banku, and then she dries it to be able to break it for her fish. Why does Adobia have to go through all these processes? The Adobia is not alone in her plight. There are many more farmers like her who would like to purchase machinery. But the problem is most machinery are singular in nature, very expensive, and often industrial grade, and exceeds the production quota of smallholder farmers like Adobia. Our solution is a multifunctional, cheaper machine designed to perform multiple functions efficiently, like mixing, grinding, and pelleting. Our machine is tailored towards the needs of smallholder livestock and fish farmers. How it works, all the farmer has to do is pour her ingredients into the hopper, where the grinding is facilitated by a hammer mill. After the ingredients are milled by the hammer mill, it goes through a magnetic turntable disc that attracts all metal remnants that were collected from the milling process. And then the magnetic turntable disc can divert the feed outside for harvesting or into the mixer, where mixing is facilitated by agitating bars. The mixed feed can fall directly into the pelleting chamber, where a pelleting shaft drives the mixed feed into through pelleting discs, where the farmer can harvest, dry, bag, or feed it directly to the livestock. Our machine is going to save most farmers time. We are producing quality feed output because did you know, according to the FAO, metal remnants present from milling can pose toxic effects to livestock and then human beings. Our machine is also budget friendly. Our edge over our competitors is that we are cheaper. Our machine is multifunctional, compact and portable, and we are producing utmost feed quality. We are going to hire 10 technical staffs and 50 sales agents. Our machine is going to reduce food insecurity and help farmers scale up productivity by 70%. We are going to improve feed production process, reducing wastage. We are collaborating with Kosmos Innovation Center for funding, University of Ghana for mentorship, Ghana Aquaculture Association for marketing and farmer data, Ascent and Arts for design and technology feedback, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and Age Industries. The total addressable market for the feed machinery market is $7 billion. The West Africa market size is $1.4 billion, and we are just targeting the Ghanaian market size of $70 million. We are going to create awareness via social media ads, the use of radio and TV ads, sales agents and marketers. We are targeting small-scale livestock farmers, individual young farmers, individual rural farmers, farmer associations, And also, we are going to distribute it with the help of machine shops and via websites and delivery. We are positioning ourselves by providing hire purchase agreements, the sales of parts, competitive warranty because we are proudly made in Ghana. Our branding is we are providing a versatile and portable machine which is compact and user-friendly and very durable. The unit price of our machine is just $1,500. We are targeting 50 sales in our first 6 months, and our total sales is amounting to $75,000. Our production cost is just $1,000, and our projected gross profit is 32.7%, which is $25,000. After gaining the full grant of $50,000, our expected ending cash is $32,200 by the third quarter of 2025. This is our cash flow chart, and we are expected to hit break-even by the fourth quarter of 2025. We are already done with our market research. We have attained a few pre-orders. We are still in the process of artifact development. We will be penetrating the market by the second quarter of 2025, where we are going to train farmers in the use of our machine, feed management, and feed formulation charts, and also launch our full products by the second quarter of 2025. By the third quarter of 2025, we'll be expanding, taking feedback, and doing research, much more research, to continue development and shipping of our machine. Meet the team at Tonam Afro, our team lead, who is an entrepreneur. I am Okai Samuel Okaikwe, an industrial technician. Nelene Musherifa Intebi, who is our research and marketing lead, and Beko Jonathan Aqua, our finance and marketing lead.
Yeah, so this is our machine. It has a hopper. All you need is the right ingredients, and the chart from CSIR will help us. Will help our farmers develop the right ingredients. You pour it into the hopper. It goes into a grinder where the turntable disc is just below. It moves either outside or goes into the mixer where you are able to mix it, and you have another option on the top where you can apply your vaccines and also the vitamins that you need to give to your animals. It goes into the pelletizer, which dries it. All you need to do is it goes into the pelletizer, which pelletizes the feed. You dry it, and then you need a bag to collect it. Either you store it or use it to feed your animals. Are you aware that most projects in Ghana and programs in Ghana have not targeted smallholder livestock farmers? Therefore, investing in us means that you are investing in smallholder farmers and impacting their lives and promoting food security in Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you, Comfy Solutions. Mavis?
Yeah, well done, team. Are you only two?
Actually, we are 4, but 2 of our members are having their project defense and couldn't make it, unfortunately.
Okay, all right, well done.
Thank you.
I think you mentioned that the cost is what, $1,500?
Yes, please.
What do you think about that price tag?
Well, most farmers buy a mixer. That's a mixer that can mix our feed quota, which is 50 kg per batch. Even that is mostly not available, but the hammer mill is around 7,000 to 10,000. And the pelletizer is also around 7,000 to 10,000. And most of the pelletizers lack extrusion. That's the small ones. The bigger ones are industrial scale. But our pelletizer, that's our 3-in-1 machine, the pelletizer inclusive, can also perform extrusion functions and provide floating feed. So if the
extrusion, real extrusion, or
yeah.
Because extruders will cost.
Yeah, so we are having an innovative technology to back it up. So buying a grinder, for 7,000 cedis, buying a pelletizer for 8,000 cedis, and even after then, you have to mix your feed on the ground. I think we providing our machine for $1,500 is a steal for most farmers.
And also, let me come in. Our pelletizer is such that it does both sinking and floating feeds. So the extrusion process alone takes about 100,000 to purchase. And so if you're able to get, the ones on the market are only for sinking feed, and those ones are going for what my colleague quoted for. So if you buy ours, just one component, which does the pellet, the floating, and then the sinking, it's almost close to the figure which is on the board.
Thank you, Maxwell.
Nice, but I was going to ask the capacity, but you answered it but I think it's small.
Yes,
so
because
50 kg, even per batch. So how many batches can I do in a day?
Our machine can process 50 kg in 15 minutes.
In 15 minutes?
Yeah. And
so, but I'm saying like 15 minutes, I do a 50 kg batch. But, in a day, what's the operating time? Like, how many hours can it operate in a day?
It can operate 8 hours in a day. And when we spoke to most of...
2,600.
Pardon?
2,600 kg.
Yeah, but when we spoke to most of the farmers, they claimed, and they were supplying feed, producing feed for their own self and also selling. And they were saying they produce 30 bags, and each bag is 20 kg, and they use it for up to 2 weeks. So they produce to store. So with our machine, a smallholder farmer, if producing to store, can use it for a day, probably for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Follow-up question. Would you consider the rental or the, as part of the business model?
Please come again.
Rental or offering services
Yes,
to farmers?
yes. So we had an engagement with the president for aquaculture. We were very fortunate to attend a project debrief at Menzies Hotel, and then he told us that is something we should also consider. And not just that, we are also considering solar. That's why in our roadmap, we indicated at the latter part that we'll be doing research into solar, and we have currently started the process to get it done.
Okay, guys. So your dressing even makes it look like your product is expensive. But that's just by the way. You're showing us different modules throughout your presentation. Are these different variations of the product that is going to come up, or they just look nice? Well, because I've seen 3 modules throughout. So this one is which one?
This is you see, when we spoke to RST Machinery Limited at La Paz, she said that, I asked her, why don't you have small machines here? And she said most of the farmers, when they buy the smaller machine, they come back about 6 months' time and say, we want a bigger one. So she doesn't see a need to sell small machines. So she would rather sell the bigger one. So restarting as a startup, we are building smaller machines for smallholder farmers.
Hold on. Which machine is this?
This is the future projection. That's as we are researching and growing, and we'll definitely enter the
So show me the present projection. Because, you are pitching for investment into a product. So we are thinking, so this is what?
This is the actual Confi model.
But then your MVP video also shows a different one.
Please, it's the same thing. Just that was drawn. That was...
No, the yellow one.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It will come out like this.
Yes.
So do you have it?
We are still
in the process.
You haven't done it
yet.
You haven't done it yet.
We are not finished. We have not finished.
Okay, so you are trying to address a market that your competitors don't want to address,
yes,
right?
Please.
And then because of that, you want to have a portable one, and then the price is also cheaper. Now, the smallholder farmers, can they afford that? Have you talked to them?
Yes. As I told you earlier on, I met with the president for aquaculture. And, comparing, just getting the pelletizing components.
Have you spoken to the farmers, and they say they can afford $1,500?
And please, when we spoke to most of the fish farmers, they were saying when they produce their own feed, they save up to 30% cost. And this 30% cost is compounding with relation to livestock, because livestock, they give birth. So as the 30%, maybe if it was 1,000 in your first season, in the second season, it's higher. So with this compounding effect, they said with 1 year, they would be able to buy such a machine. That's why we are providing high purchase agreements for them, so that they can take it and pay in...
Can pay them in bits.
So who is financing the high purchase? Who is financing? Because high purchase has to have a financier.
Yeah, but...
So who is paying for it? Because high purchase is somebody is paying up front, and then the people are paying in bits.
Yes, so
using the KIC money.
Institute of Water Management is currently doing a project up north. And so we are looking at partnering with them. We've started a conversation where they can buy it for very young people who want to go into such a business.
So they will finance the high purchase?
Yes, we want them to finance it on behalf of their farmers so that...
Have you spoken to them and they said they are okay with it?
Yes, we are still in conversations, and I can't conclude at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just also curious to know if this also has it's quite a multi-purpose, machine, instead of, focusing on the aquaculture, can it do other, livestock, livestock
please.
or something?
Okay, so the poultry farmers, they use for mixing, they have to purchase a big funnel-shaped mixer. And
Right.
even sometimes they cannot put it indoors, they have to leave it outdoors, and it's exposed to rain and other elements, which causes a distraction. With this machine, the poultry farmers can use it to mix their feed. Pig farmers can also use it to mix their feed. And even other small, we were hearing the charcoal
So it could,
Yes, it's
that
a
could become
multi-purpose.
an additional revenue stream.
Yes, please.
Yes, some
which
of
you could have highlighted on that.
Okay.
We understand the fact that you are trying to solve a problem within the aquaculture sector. However, it also has other multi-purpose uses, which is an advantage to your innovation.
Yes,
all right, thank you.
Thank you, Comfy Solutions. Let's appreciate them.
Comfy.
And the last team to take us to lunch is Allies from UNED.
Comfy, don't
Let's
forget
welcome
to
you.
speak to CSIR Animal Research.
Allies, are you ready? Ideation team, are we ready? Are we set? Echo. Okay, let's go.
Imagine a world where waste is not just discarded, but transformed into something valuable. A world where the solution to plastic waste lies hidden in the fields where we grow our food. At Earth Allies, we believe in this world, and today we'll show how we transform this belief into a reality by producing biodegradable plastic films from cassava peels. Meet Mr. Dante Yeboah, a strong pineapple farmer in the eastern region of Ghana. Like many farmers, he uses plastic mulch to protect his crops, conserve soil moisture, and control weeds. But after each season, when the plastics are no longer useful, he faces a challenge. He spends long hours and money removing the torn plastics from his field, leaving him with a pile of waste with nowhere to go. Burning them pollutes the air, and leaving them on his field pollutes the soil. Many other farmers face the same challenge, but what if there is a better way? The global consumption of conventional plastics, particularly in agriculture, has reached an unprecedented level, contributing to a massive amount of plastic waste. According to World Bank, Ghana produces approximately 1.3 million metric tons of plastic waste, with about 15% attributed to the agricultural sector. This unchecked plastic pollution poses a severe threat to ecosystems, biodiversity, soil health, and human health.
Our solution is simple yet groundbreaking. At Etalize, we are transforming cassava peels into biodegradable plastic films for various agricultural applications like mulching and plant nursery bags. This innovative product offers a sustainable alternative to conventional plastic. Our process is efficient and sustainable at every step. We start by collecting cassava peels through a model called the peel stream. The peels are then processed for starch extraction, which is blended with biodegradable additives and transformed into durable films by extrusion. Each batch undergoes rigorous testing to make sure it meets a high standard for strength, flexibility, and biodegradability. Finally, we package and distribute our finished product in rolls, each measuring 30 microns in thickness with dimensions of 1.2 meters by 500 meters. Each batch is produced using starch from cassava peels, 56 kilograms. Our biodegradable plastic films offer this unique value to our customers. They improve crop yield by retaining soil moisture, suppressing weed, and boosting soil health. Farmers like Mr. Adansiebo achieve cost saving, cutting up to 24% in purchase costs, avoiding labor and disposal expenses. Also, our biodegradable films improve soil fertility, releasing nutrients such as potassium and nitrogen as they break down, leading to long-term productivity.
Our impact spans the 3 pillars of sustainability: people, planet, and profit. Environmentally, every ton of our biodegradable film reduces up to 4 tons of cassava peels from entering the environment, whilst at the same time reducing greenhouse gas emission. Economically, Earth Allies creates additional savings for smallholder farmers like Mr. Adansi Yeboah, whilst at the same time creating 120 direct and indirect jobs in our second year of operation. In the competitive landscape, our products outshine competitors by combining eco-friendliness, biodegradability, and cost-effectiveness. This sets us apart in the market. Our network of collaborators have been strategically selected with emphasis on companies for raw materials like the Agro Foam Gari Processing Factory, as well as research institutions like CSIR and KIC for funding and support. We anticipate an annual obtainable market of $40 million by tapping 20% of the biodegradable plastic market of Ghana, which is valued at $200 million annually, with an initial focus on the agricultural sector, where there is a critical demand for our biodegradable solutions. About $24 million worth of plastic films are demanded in the agricultural sector, with the current option imported and conventional.
In our market research, we found out that 4.3 million metric tons of cassava peels are generated annually in Ghana, with mountains of peels in the country, especially Techiman and neighboring communities, where it is either burnt or sold at 20 Ghana cedis per size 5 sack. To bring our product to this market, we are focusing on building strong relationships with local farmers, processors, and distributors. We will be launching awareness campaign to educate consumers on the importance of biodegradable plastic and partnership with key distributors in the agricultural sector. In order to generate revenue, our product has been priced competitively, and each unit so provide 26% profit margin with a projected production cost of $62.5 and a selling price of $84.4. Our financial projection highlights significant growth potential. By the end of the third quarter of 2025, we project an ending cash balance of $28.2 thousand, taking into consideration all production expenses and cash inflows. We expect to break even by the sale of 1,200 units at the end of the third quarter of 2027. With the road to our future, MVP has been developed in this fourth quarter of 2024, and we aim to start full production in the third quarter of 2025. We are led by a team of 4 passionate individuals with backgrounds in environmental engineering, mechanical engineering, and business development. Fasten your seatbelt as we take flight number EA56 into our MVP development video.
Plastic waste is everywhere, from city streets to farmlands, causing long-term environmental damage. In agriculture, traditional plastic mulch, nursery bags, and others add up to this problem, piling up season after season, harming the soil and ecosystem. At Earth Allies, we are creating change by transforming cassava peels into biodegradable plastic films. Our eco-friendly films serve the same purpose as traditional plastic mulch, but naturally decompose over time, enriching the soil rather than polluting it. Our film is both durable and flexible, designed to withstand the entire growing season and break down harmlessly, leaving behind no waste.
This is a result of our innovation. A low-fidelity prototype produced from the cassava peels. We have the films, which is used as a mulch, and this has further been formed into nursery bags, which can be used for planting. These are not the only applications. It has other applications, including lay flat tubes, grow bags, and greenhouse coverings.
With Earth Allies, we are not just producing biodegradable plastic films, we are creating a new paradigm for sustainability. One where agricultural waste becomes a powerful tool for environmental protection and economic development. Earth Allies, green today, sustainable tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Earth Allies, all the way from you there. Emon.
Motivated.
You have no choice. We are close to lunch, so definitely you are motivated.
Shall we appreciate the co-MCs too?
Let's appreciate my Thank you very much.
I tell you, this is very impressive. Thank you very much for exposing us to the fact that there are biodegradable options for plastic. I'm curious, do you always dress alike? Because in your pictures, your shirt, so you wake up and you call each other and... Anyway, I just wanted to say impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mavis.
Yeah, I also want to say it's impressive.
Thank you.
But please go back to your slide where you show your competitors. Are you the only one doing this in this space, like the biodegradable plastics?
In Ghana, we are the first starting, but it's done in the world.
Okay, because looking
India
at
especially.
Your competitors, yeah, you stated that it's only, so there's Holland, GreenTech Ghana, it's not biodegradable material, Eco One Oxo, biodegradability.
Yes.
So how are you competing with Eco One? And how big are they on the market? I know your price shows that it's more expensive and they are importing. But then looking at this, does that mean that on the local market, there's no one doing these biodegradable plastics?
Yes, not as we know of.
Not as you know of?
Yes, yes.
But how are you going to compete with the one importing?
So that's...
What's their market share? You know, how big are they in Ghana?
So they are imported by people like the Holland GreenTech. They are also an agricultural input sellers.
Please stay on this slide.
They sell agricultural inputs. And so they are imported into the country by these wholesalers and retailers. But we will be producing it here. And the Eco Ozo, they formulate it from corn starch. But we are making it from starch from the cassava peels. So with that has led to their rise in their prices. But we may have a lesser price with them.
Fred?
Okay, thank you.
Right. So congratulations. This is really a good innovation.
Thank you.
I have also known that over the years, it's also been a growing concern, especially when it comes to this biodegradable or non-biodegradable, the plastics and all that. This is just a suggestion in terms of your market, research. You may also want to speak with the processing companies, particularly the multinationals. I think they will be super interested in an innovation like this, because during your presentation, I see you were focusing on, the farmers, like the pineapple and then the nursery, which is good. But even so, the processing companies, particularly those who are in the food industry, will be pretty much interested in this. So consider, having conversations with them, especially where you claim that you are going to be the first in country to be producing this. I recall some 5 years back in a project that I was involved in or so, we were considering importing from China. In fact, we got samples and we tested it and it was kind of working and it indeed was biodegradable. So just to, motivate you, kudos, talk to the big guys in the space. If you need some further consultation, approach KIC. They will reach out to us to assist you to reach out to some of these multinational companies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Echo.
All right. It's nice, huh?